Hello, hello! It is Honkai Star Rail night. How's everybody doing this Wednesday evening? It doesn't feel much like Wednesday, but it is. Tomorrow is Thursday. I don't want to. I don't like Thursdays. Thursdays are very long for me. But anyway, I'm here. We're gonna play some stuff. We're gonna play some Honkai Star Rail. We're gonna try to finish up as much as we can the side quests before next Wednesday when that shiny new patch drops with new characters. I don't know if I really just want to go for Acheron. I really wanted Black Swan and Acheron together, but but I also like adventuring a lot, so we had some very hard choices. And I mean, I still want Himiko, but like, I can't ever get Himiko. Maybe I'll actually get like, maybe I'll get her tonight. I don't know. Don't have, I am going back to my other job, so shifty schedules might come back. They might be making a comeback. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. But I'm going to try to still make my schedule open to where I can stream 4 nights a week or 4 days a week. Because, I do like streaming, and just in case, ever happens where I lose any of those jobs, I could kind of fall back on streaming. But, for that, I have to be streaming and stream and work on it and content create, and not a lot of time to do that. So, trying. And do the art. Main thing is I want to do the art. Maybe one day I ought to have like 2 streams a day, 2 art streams a week. I don't know. Art is such a big topic. But anyway. Oh yeah, and don't forget that on the 29th of March, I'm having my big 1-year affiliate anniversary stream. You can find all the details on Twitter, but it's going to be from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And I will have to cancel streams for Easter weekend because I do have family coming in. So, yeah, family weekend. Normally, I wouldn't even take off for Easter, but maybe I would for like that Easter Sunday. Mostly because we always eat food. Every holiday is a chance to eat food. So, we eat the food. Let me go ahead and switch over to gaming. Because that's all the announcements I have, or talky talk, I always end up finding things to talk about while I'm playing instead of the other way around. Isn't that funny how that stuff works? We are in. I also forgot to clip myself a lot on Monday, and I need to remember to clip myself more often, so I actually have some little clips and stuff, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's see, we're gonna start off with some dailies. I gotta try to work on getting Sparkle up to level 80. Cat ears on. Okay. Let's see. I know, you have to see the ugly menu. Let's do black cat ears. I wish they came in like a pair. But they don't. You have to do each one individually. Oh, did I skip it? Where'd it go? Should have done bunny ears instead of cat ears, because it's Easter and everything. There we go. Black cat ears. Okay, so let's see. What do we need for Miss Sparkle? More leveling stuff. I think there are bunny ears that come stock. Because I saw them. Where'd they go? Yeah. Bunny ear. Hang on.
Were you shocked just now?
Bunny ears instead of cat ears. I'm fine with... Okay. I'm glad you're fine with bunny ears. Because, you know, I just went through all that trouble. To take off my cat ears. Ah, no. It took me off screen. A little bit off, but it's fine. There we go. Alright, so... I definitely need more of those. Alright, so maybe this will be enough here. Now we're going to switch you out. And you. And
with a noble soul like
you.
There
we go. That should be good enough. We're gonna just like put it on auto. It's always interesting to see how this thing goes auto. I guess not even gonna wait though for like the next wave. It's just like no, ultimate now, ultimate all the time. It's funny.
Show no mercy.
Yeah, so Saturday is gonna be 7 p.m. EST, and we are going to play Baldur's Gate 3 and Arna Belinda Sunday from 2 p.m. to whatever. And let's see. And then I think next week I'll still be able to keep Monday and Wednesday. So, but we'll see. Like, if they can't find people to fill spots, then I am kind of like the spot filler. So, it is what it is. Alright. I also need... Oh, let's see. I have 6. So, let's actually... Damn it. What traces do I need for her? Yeah, I need more of these. I need more of those. So I'm gonna use my last bit of double here on this. I would just like randomly switch out teams. Just randomly switch out teams and see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, kind of things are gonna be up in the air, like just in case, you know. But that's why I do like the weekly updates, because I might need to go to work. Well, it would be nice to say that I made enough money during streaming and art commissions to not have to worry about it, but I don't. And I'm also trying not to like overwork myself, because I still want to stream and talk to you all and do my artwork, because that's my passion. But then I also work, you know, a couple other jobs. It's hard sometimes in this economy. Y'all work like 3 or 4 jobs to make any money around here anymore. Rough, man. Need money for my gacha games that I don't even spend money on. As a matter of fact, most of my money goes to art supplies that sometimes I don't even use. I just like collect them. I have a whole building to myself for art supplies, and I really need to do dolls again, because I used to have a lot of fun with dolls, and then like I just didn't have the time for it anymore. And I still don't really have the time for it anymore, but I liked it a whole lot. And I actually did make some money at it. I at least sold a few dolls. But the problem was that hair is also expensive. But I do have a lot of access to hair now. Some hairs. Because you just use Kankalon, and that's the same sort of hair you use for braiding. So, like, if you learn to buy it where you can buy it real cheap and stuff, you can also just, like, sell that. So, I just really need to, like, do dolls again. Sunny is here. He's gonna make my model flip out. Yeah, see? There's suddenly just, like, rolling my eyes. That's his tail. But, yeah, I really want to do dolls again. And, I got so many art projects to do. I got lots of art projects. He won't. Sonny. He's like, pet me, mother. Pet me as I walk in front of your camera. Pet me, mother. He's like, if you don't love on me, I will step on your keyboard and ruin your game. And or bite the headphone wires and jump on things that I should not jump on. That's Sunny's logic. Or he'll start biting my fingers, which is also just as bad. He does that. He does that as an affection thing and as a I want attention. He is a good boy, but sometimes he is a needy boy. But he does not want to be on your lap. He just wants to sit on your desk and walk back and forth until you pay attention to him. That is what he desires most. He wants your affection. He just doesn't want to be picked up or held. And he wants to mess up the models. Like, he's like, hello, can you see me? One day they'll see you, Sonny. One day I'll learn to make that a toasty. Hi, that a toasty. One day, Sonny, I will learn to live 2D, and you will be my first live 2D mascot. You, because you're always here.
Is that all?
You're always in here to bother me while I'm streaming. You seem to particularly like Baldur's Gate 3 and Honkai Star Rail. Like, he hasn't hardly been in here at all when I'm playing Final Fantasy. But like Honkai Star Rail and Baldur's Gate 3, he loves to be in here for. Maybe he likes the husbandos and waifus too. Is that what it is, Sonny? You like all the characters too? I'm just gonna talk to my cat for the rest of the stream. Ha ha ha. Hey, Sonny. He doesn't ever talk back. Well, I guess he does. Body. And you can't ever hear him, but he does like chirp and purr. But he does it so low. It's loud, but it's low. Like, it's loud, but the microphone won't pick it up. It has sometimes. Like, if I get him, if he goes over to the microphone and starts to sniff it, then, like, sometimes if I pet him, he'll go into the mic. But that's about as far as I can get. Like, he's very loud, but for some reason, like, it won't pick him up at all. He's a big cat, though. He may need to lose some weight. He's a pretty big boy. Cause you know, after male cats, they get neutered and everything, they get kind of like lazy, and they're like, I don't want to do nothing. That's how he's gotten. I still need more trace material, but whatever. I also need this. Oh, hey, well, look. We could just keep the same one. And then we gotta do side quests. That's next on the list. Ow! That's my finger. Well, now he's doing the licky and bitey thing. The love bites. He's like, Mom, you're not petting me. And sometimes he doesn't want you to pet him. He just wants to groom you. And then bite you as hard as he can. He likes to wake me up right before my alarm goes off by biting my fist. Because I can hear him coming. He announces his arrival to my side of the bed. And then he, like, puts my whole fist in his mouth. And, like, I mean, it's a pretty big cat. I know that I am, like, in my human form, I have small hands. But, Like, he can fit my whole fist in his mouth and, like, chew on it with his molars. Like, he got a big mouth. He a big boy. And he discovered nunchucks the other day, so I think we're in trouble now. Because now he's gonna be a full-on karate cat. Oh, no. Let me move my keyboard. He's just decided, okay, I'm gonna lay on the corner of the keyboard. You're gonna make me lose my game. You can't really lose Honkai Star Rail, Sonny. But you will figure out a way to do it, won't you? And that is by rolling on the escape key. Alright, maybe I can do some more traces. Let's see what we got here. Oops. Nope, that was the wrong button. Sonny, now I'm all messed up, because now everything's in a different spot. Oh god, I do not have enough. Yeah. Well, at least I got to level 80.
Fun. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, she says. Alright, let's do this again. Another 6 times. Maybe I'll have enough to finish off her light cone, and then, like, another time I can work on her traces or something. I don't have very many side quests to do left, I don't think. I know that I have, like, a shit ton of treasure chests that I need to find. And, of course, I also need to work on doing the rest of, Pure Fiction. God, I forgot the name of it for a second. This one was really rough with me with the follow-ups until I started watching other videos, and I realized that if you just have Sparkle and King Young and, like, Clara, you can just, like, break things, and it's fantastic. So, that's what I've learned. So I don't have any, like, the cool characters like Bronya or Himiko. I have Herta, but obviously Herta needs her her traces leveled up too, because I just got her to 80. So, and I mean, I could spend a bit of money and, like, get some, like, leveling materials, but I'd rather spend the money on characters. So, if I was gonna buy money, I'm gonna spend it on, like, the tickets to get the new characters. You know what I'm talking about. The actual gacha part. Not the leveling up. I don't really care too much about the min-maxing of things, as long as I can get some of the rewards. I just want all the cool characters. Well, at least it's only 3 left. That's good enough. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, we got some traces here. What is this? Ooh. Oh, that's cool. That is pretty nice. I think I'd rather have red herring though. I do need that though, because like, you have all quantum. That's pretty chill. See, I haven't leveled him up at all, because like I really need to. All right, so trees at peace. You encounter an old man with a profound gaze at Dream's Edge, but your discussion is harshly interrupted by the Bloodhound family. Clocky seems to sense something from the old man. Talk to him. New quest. So we got like 4 side quests. And if we end up doing those pretty quickly, then I'll either load up Final Fantasy 1, or you'll see me, you can watch me suffer through Pure Fiction. Or try to. Why is he alone here, and why is he being supervised? It's bothering me, TikTok. But what we found last time is that the side quests are actually pretty long. I think he's no ordinary guy. I feel the same way too. No wonder you're my friend. I can sense that the old man is missing something. Tick-tock, what a poor guy. How about we hide and wait for the family people to leave so we can help him? It's time for my clockwork to do its trick. After a long wait, the Bloodhound family members guarding Chadwick finally leave. Finally, they are gone. What a patient bunch they are. Hurry up and check on Chadwick. How come you're still here? I'd really love to talk to you more, but you can't stay here for long. The Bloodhound family never gives second warnings. Let's see. Angry gear. Without a doubt, the clockwork is successful. However, Chadwick's expression remains unchanged. Yet, you can discern an underlying change taking place beneath the surface. Years of experience have taught the elderly man to conceal his emotions, but he can't stop the body from trembling in uncontainable joy and anger. My memory seems to be coming back. Things are coming out in a surge. The memories are fragmented and incomplete, but I can still see them. The elderly man's limbs stop shaking in fury. He shuts his eyes, trying to trace back everything in his life. Countless scattered fragments flash before me. I try to catch them with a net, but they keep slipping through the mesh slyly and vanishing into the ocean of unconsciousness. Only a few fragments are caught by the mesh and stay in the net. I have to pick them up cautiously. I saw something. It looked like a type of weapon which brought about endless slaughter and death. I seem to be related to it. Ooh. Why, I don't see myself as someone who finds pleasure in violence. That's a dreadful thought. Maybe you were once caught up in a war. That's probably the case, but there's something different about that sensation. I don't want to continue that train of thought. I also saw some people. Oh, those extraordinary characters. Even in fragmented memories, they can shine. I used to be one of them. I am the Genius Society. I finally remember. I was once a member of the Genius Society. Oh. If so, why are you here? Just like you, I wonder about the same thing. I've been stuck in this meaningless dreamscape for far too long. Why would I while my time away with the slightest thought of rescuing myself? Could it be? Chadwick furrows his brows as he glances at the spot where the Bloodhound family members walked past earlier. Ooh, they took away his memory. He learned something. Shit's getting fishy again. The family, they must have done something to me that left me powerless to fight back. I can't free myself on my own. Some sort of powerful external force has to intervene, like the Genius Society. He knew too much, exactly. Even for a Genius Society member, he knew too much. I happen to know a few of its members. Would you be willing to lend a hand to an elderly man you barely know? The fact that you're confined by the family bothers me. I see. You're driven by your sense of justice. Thank you. This dream is beautiful yet unreal. If I keep staying here, I won't ever be able to rescue myself. You've brought me a glimmer of hope. That's more than enough. You should go before the Bloodhound family members are back. I'll be waiting for your return with hope. Chadwick from the Genius Society. I haven't heard of him before. Let me text Herta and ask her about him. Dun dun dun. Herta's like the fucking cold one. I want to ask you something. Do you know someone called Chadwick? Chadwick? That's a pretty common name. There must be tens of billions of Chadwicks across the universe. Can you be more specific? He's a Genius Society member. I met an old man named Chadwick inside the Penacony Dreamscape. He said he was once a member of the Genius Society. You think I have the time to waste joking around with you? You're joking, aren't you? I'm very serious. I don't understand what's funny about that. So, you're serious? Come back to the space station and meet me ASAP. Oh, and keep your lips sealed about this. Do not go blabbing about this to anyone. I am not joking either. Ooh. Oh no, Chadwick's email dial has been locked. Tick-tock. Time to go to the Herta space station. Ooh, look. Ah, they're looking at that guy. That was fast. You've got a lot going on here. It's been a while, Madam Anna Belinda. I hope life is treating you well. There's no time for pleasantries now, Screwy. Let's cut to the chase. There's no rush, Herta. Assumption, if Chadwick had been stuck in Penacony for tens of thousands of system hours, I think we can afford a couple of minutes to discuss the issue. You can act all righteous as you want, but I can no longer wait. The things he is keeping are too valuable. So are you saying that Chadwick was... Right, he was indeed a member of the Genius Society back then. That man is the real deal. I mean, his research is very valuable. Calderon Chadwick, Genius Society number 79. His expertise includes solid-state physics, applied theory of imaginary numbers, and ballistics. Sounds impressive. He is, for his groundbreaking achievements in his areas of specialization. I've been traveling across the universe since the flame of life was ignited in my core. Throughout the long journey, I rarely met such souls that truly deserve to be called a genius. Madame Herta is one of them, and so is Calderon Chadwick. Thanks for throwing in a compliment for me. I met Dr. Chadwick twice. Our first encounter happened when he was still young and ambitious, and the second was decades later. His situations at both meetings were starkly different. Recollection: Dr. Chadwick once asked for my help. He was about 50 at that time. I agreed to help him at that time. Ever since then, I have never heard from him again. It was as if he had never existed in the universe at all. Dun dun dun. Until Madame Herta received your text. He's alive, but his memory has been stripped away. The family, who knows what kind of scheme they are brewing? Scurry, what do you think we should do? There are too many uncertainties surrounding this matter. For now, I'm unable to come up with a convincing solution based on the limited information. Hypothesis: Dr. Chadwick offended the family for some reason, was confined in the dreamscape as a result. Things still don't quite add up in this scenario. As far as I know, Calderon Chadwick is not a long-life species. It has been decades since I was last in touch with him. Something is keeping him alive until now. I'm afraid there's only one way to unravel the mystery. I'd like to travel to Penacony myself and find a chance to visit Dr. Chadwick. Madam Anna Belinda, would you like to join me? Let's set off right away. I can't wait to find out the truth. I admire your excitement in the face of uncertainties. There's something I have to tell you before we go, Madam Anna Belinda. The most outstanding achievement of Calderon Chadwick's life is the invention of a weapon called Imaginary Implosion Pulse. Well, that's, I think, what he was seeing, wasn't it? That weapon took millions of lives and destroyed countless homes. Ooh, snap, bruh. That sounds rough. The Riddlers.
A few games of chess will while away the time.
We ain't got time for chess. You're finally here again, Madam Anna Belinda. It's good to see you in person. Each of our encounters bore an extraordinary significance, and for that I am grateful. It's been quite some time since I last came here. The lobby of the Reverie is still as extravagant as I remember. Let's head to the reception and ask about Chadwick's whereabouts. I've always regarded dreams with awe, hence I rarely frequent Penacony, the planet of festivities. To me, the so-called sweet dreams are often saccharine and insincere, a stark contrast to the true shape of a dream. I wonder... Welcome to Penacony, Miss Anna Belinda. How can I help you? I see you brought a friend today. My name is Screwlum, madam. Please forgive me for coming here uninvited without checking in. You should be able to see my name on the permanent VIP list of the family. Allie's face twitches slightly upon hearing the name of Screwlum, but she is quick to compose herself. You really admire her professionalism. Just a moment, Mr. Screwlum. Your name is indeed on the permanent VIP list. Welcome back to Penacony, Mr. Screwlum. What can I do for you? Anna Belinda and I are here to visit a hotel guest here, Dr. Calderon Chadwick. Can you arrange for us to meet? From what I know, he's been staying here for quite some time. Calderon Chadwick. The name doesn't ring a bell to me, which is strange. Please bear with me while I check the system data. That won't be necessary, Allie. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Dr. Chadwick can't meet with visitors at the moment. It's you! I was lenient to you last time at the Dream's Edge. The same thing won't happen again. Count yourself lucky that Mr. Screwlum was with you, Dream Chaser. Otherwise... Let's not escalate the situation. The family wouldn't want to disturb the guests in the lobby, right? To the best of my knowledge, Calderon Chadwick isn't a long-life species, and the last I talked to him was 2 amber eras ago. Oh, damn. Question: by what means did the family extend the lifespan of Calderon Chadwick? Has that means been approved by the Interastral Health Organization? Does it comply with the regulations of Penacony? Aw, snap, that's a no. I don't have the authority to answer your questions or allow unauthorized visits to Dr. Chadwick, sir. Please leave. There's no room for negotiation here. Understood. Your action speaks of your loyalty to the family. Well, I can't assume that you'd rather turn the family against Planet Skrillum just to hold your principles, am I correct? Are you prepared to bear the consequences of being the enemy of the Genius Society? Intellitron Planet 9. Wow. He's so intimidating all of a sudden. He's like, we got a war if you don't let me in. Please excuse me for a moment. I need to consult our family head. Moira is gone for a while. When she returns, her facial expression softened a great deal. Snap. My sincerest apologies for the inconvenience. The family head has instructed me to let Mr. Skrillum and this nameless lady here through. Please come with me. Mr. Skrillum got like, he got some weight around here. He's like, listen, bitch. He's like, you want to go to war with my planet? We'll go to war with my planet. You better believe it. He's like, honey. He's like, I got the backup. He's like, I got a whole fucking planet named after me. Planet Skrillum. You heard of it? It's so far away. Running. Wait a minute. Is it here? Must be through there. The VIP lounge. Does make sense that you would be in the VIP lounge. I still can't believe that I have not found all of the treasure chests in here. This is Dr. Chadwick's room. The regulations prohibit the Bloodhound from entering the hotel rooms without guest permission, so I'll stay outside. You guys have stringent regulations here. The regulations are set by the head of our family. I'm afraid Dr. Chadwick can't answer the door in its current state. Let me open it. Come in. Dr. Calderon Chadwick, sorry for showing up here all of a sudden. We hope you don't mind our unexpected visit. After you, Madam Anna Belinda. Oh, I bet he's sleeping in there. All the sad young men. Ah, there's a treasure chest. Woo! You weigh a dusty suitcase with your hand. It's obviously empty. It may have been left untouched in this room for centuries. Damn. Where's he at? In this dingy, stuffy room, the only thing that reminds you of flowing time is the pulsing, hovering liquid bubbles in the dream pool. But they won't be able to tell you where Professor Chadwick went. Fireplace. The fireplace heating is turned on, yet the whole room is chilly like an icy cavern. You can't imagine a normal person living in such a space so cold. Madam Anna Belinda, I think I might know where Chadwick is. If my assumptions hold... The secret is right in front of us. He's in the bubbles. Skrillum reaches his hand slowly into the dream pool. Gently, he scoops up a translucent bubble from the liquid. The moment the bubble leaves the surface of the liquid, it starts floating upward until it's hovering in midair. I bet he's a part of it. Into the tree, part of the tree. At last we meet again, Dr. Calderon Chadwick. His body has long ago decomposed. Deduction. The likelihood of Calderon Chadwick, as a short-lived species, remaining alive to this day in a corporeal state is close to zero. As of now, no longevity technology has been able to extend the natural lifespan of a normal human by 2 amber eras. On the other hand, the family in Penacony has deep understanding of memoria and its related technologies. Even though they can't sustain Chadwick's body, they could still extract the substance from the depths of his brain, allowing his consciousness to survive. It's immortality in a sense. For sure, many wouldn't think this counts as being alive. It depends on each person's beliefs, religions, and the way of thinking. I would think that it would be like a state of aliveness if your consciousness was alive. Because like everybody's consciousness is alive in this like dreamscape. So, I mean, it may not be reality, but he is still experiencing things, I should say. One question remains. Why would the family go to such lengths to store Chadwick's memory here? What significance does his memory hold for them? Imaginary Pulse, that's the name, right? I don't think the family is capable of extracting any useful information from Chadwick's mind, Madame Anna Belinda. It's because... Skrillum hesitates and trails off after the sentence. Let's talk about this elsewhere in case someone is listening to our conversation. The hounds have excellent hearing. You have the right to learn the story in its entirety, Madame Anna Belinda. If you hadn't informed Madame Herta of your discovery out of kindness, it cannot be said how long Chadwick would have been confined here. So, I need a favor from you, Madame Anna Belinda. I'd like you to pass on something over to Dr. Calder and Chadwick for me in the dream. And I believe that thing will help him come to his senses. I will negotiate with the upper echelons of the family toward the aim of making Chadwick's memory bubble with me. Until then, I hope you will learn the full story from Chadwick, including matters that happened before he went missing. May you have a nice dream, Madame Anna Belinda. Medicine of unknown use. Well, that explains where I'm missing stuff from, I suppose. They nailed the, like, Western noir stuff in this, like, part of the game. I guess you can't really call it an expansion. In this patch, in this new zone. Very well, like, down to the detective stuff. The elderly man in front of you gazes calmly at the city of dreams in the distance. Oh, youngster, I'm glad that I can still recognize you. You still remember the elderly man's upbeat voice when you two parted ways last time. That tiny, flickering flame of hope in his eyes seems to have been snuffed out again. I'm happy you're willing to talk to me, but you shouldn't come here. Moira and the rest of the Bloodhounds, for that matter, won't be pleased to see you. Don't worry, that problem's been solved. Hey, Foxtrots! I hope you're having... I am! I hope you're having a great day, too! We're playing some Honkai Star Rail. How have you been today? Do you mean... I probably don't need to know the details. I've heard stories about the Nameless, and I believe you must be as talented as those in the stories. Oh, you took a nap? I did, too. Like, early this morning, though. I don't need naps late at night. I'm a night owl. I can't help it. But early in the morning... I need a nap. Do you remember Skrillum? Skrillum. Screwy. As if struck by lightning, Chadwick's eyes suddenly widen and quickly contract again. The gloom covering his eyes dissipates, and he appears bright-eyed. Skrillum, where's he? He promised he would help me. Poor Chadwick. Wait, no. He did fulfill his promise, and he didn't fail me. I was the one who went missing. Both my ears and my mouth were covered, and I was blindfolded. Naps are great. I can't do naps. If I try to take a 30-minute nap, it takes me 29 minutes and 59 seconds to fall asleep. Yeah, I do too. That's actually my problem. That's why I end up taking like an hour-long nap, because like 30 minutes it takes me to fall asleep, and then I don't get it. But I mean, like, I get light sleep, I guess. I still hear everything for like the first 30 minutes, and I'm out like a light. I like getting like deep sleep the last 10 minutes. Why? Why is everything such a chaotic, disorderly manner? I remember I'm a member of the Genius Society. But what did I do, and what have I forgotten? Who bound me to this illusionary world? We're gonna give him the pills. This is a bottle of pills? I had to get a drink of water. When my head is as bad as it is today, I can fall asleep really easily. Aw, poor Foxy. Was your head hurting? Got it. This is his idea, right? Now my chest feels like it holds the entire universe in it. I can see it flicker and feel its pulse, but I know nothing about it. But when you showed me the bottle of pills earlier, a voice came from a distant corner of my universe. It tried to persuade me to trust Skrillum and you. Chadwick's face beams with a smile. It's the first time you've seen genuine joy on his face. Yeah, you have chronic pain that fluctuates. Who am I to be picky now, right? I'll take it. Why do I have to talk to him again? Oh, because I have to enter his brain. I'm ready. Let me help. Unlock the emo dial. And we're going to the emo escape. I was naughty and too active yesterday, which means I'm paying for it today. Aww. Oh, you can do her.
Hey, little guy. Want to see some sword swallowing?
Sword swallowing. I love Green Eye Fen. Uh-oh. We're on the space station, looks like, or a space station. The young Calderon Chadwick is standing right before you. He wears the same contemplative expression even after several Umbra eras. Is this the place? Yes, Dr. Chadwick. Starting from here, we, the technology department, and your team will shape the future of the galaxy together. Don't be overconfident, Dudley. I'm not fully certain that this project will work out. Ha ha ha, take it easy. What we need is you on our team, not 100% success rate. Honestly speaking, Dud, I'm a bit apprehensive about this. When you guys are seeking as a weapon that only exists theoretically, it could cause an upheaval in the galaxy. Of course, Chad, don't underestimate the technology department. We might not be geniuses like you, but we're plenty visionary. The Amber Lord just swung their hammer, announcing the beginning of a new era. It means that the legendary cosmic catastrophe is drawing close. No explanation needed. I've read the brief history of the universe to know enough. By the way, I'm surprised you're a supporter of the catastrophe theory. Ha ha ha, that's not totally true. I'll support any theory with the most commercial value. It sounds like something you would say. It definitely sounds like something an IPC member would say. Ahem, there's something you can't deny. Since the cancer of all worlds started spreading, the Legion and those Annihilation Gang have become more and more active. Our mission here is to prepare and ward off those threats. I don't want to say things like, we're working for a just cause, because I know you aren't that naive, Chad. I just think our lives can be a lot easier if we don't complicate stuff. I don't want to spend all day delving into the subject with you. Let's go down. Snap, bro. We're going to a secret laboratory. I'm a little scared, but my excitement is stronger. Uh-oh. Well, I didn't get to read that. But I can tell you this. You will absolutely not be disturbed here. I see, but you should know, too, that if I wanted, I would find a way to locate my position. It's not that hard. Dudley laughs out loud instead of fielding a response. Of course he knows that. It's a genius who stands before him. Are those true stings? Uh-oh. You're right, and I think they're probably from the swarm disaster era. It's been a long time since anyone stepped foot here. I won't be surprised by anything I see in this facility. I'm impressed you guys managed to find this place. This is the first time I'm seeing living true stings. It's a pity you aren't a biologist. Let's clear this place up or we can't start working. But here we go.
How many can you block? Bladed fire.
You know what? They told me that I wouldn't need fire, but here I am with fire. And like, I don't even know, man.
This ends here. Protect all beauty.
A one-time enemy. Strike
Okay, he takes too much damage. Oh no! They're dividing now. But you know, he'll live again though.
I'm still
See?
in the name of Landa, a will forged in ice.
He can only do that once though. Yeah. Oh my god! Why so many?
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Yeah, I didn't need to waste that ultimate, but whatever. Turn out your pockets. There we go, we finally did it. Your part had to die once, though. Let's,
Heck of a performance.
yeah, there we go. Trees at peace. Boom! I love our little firecrackers. Ladies and gentlemen, the space beyond this door is where we concoct the miracle. Is Dr. Chadwick inside? I never thought I'd end up working alongside that genius. Ha ha ha, please hold your horses. Before you all officially become Dr. Chadwick's colleagues, there's something I want to remind you. By walking through this door, you'll be selecting a different life for yourselves. This lab will be your life for a very long time to come. You will work, research, have fun, and make friends here, isolated from the outside world until this project is launched or failed. Worth it, I assume. I don't know, man. Seems not worth it. If you aren't ready for this kind of life, you may go before I open this door. I have been studying imaginary theory since the age of 15. Working with Dr. Chadwick is my lifelong ambition. Right. This is an opportunity others could only dream of. That door is nothing. As scientists, we've long dedicated our lives to science, and then they died. Ha ha ha, you guys are just like him. I believe you will have a great time working with Dr. Chadwick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please come on in. I could shake the world from right here. Beep beep boop. Man. There's guards everywhere, my man. The 37th detonation test unsuccessful. The energy waves from the collision failed to tear up the imaginary fissure. The detonation capsule did not reach the critical threshold. Why? Lift the safety protocols. Increase the collision rate to 1.3 times the default threshold. Let's take it from there. But... This is too risky. It might even compromise the researcher's safety. Exactly. We could try one more time. There's no need to. We've tried too many times. It's clear that we won't make any progress if we go down the same road. Over the past 3 years, we've overcome nearly every theoretical hurdle. The scientific achievements born in this lab are enough to leave the universe amazed. But if we fail to build the imaginary implosion pulse, our efforts will be all in vain. The IPC won't allow us to take the scientific results with us, not even a single page. As physicists, we must succeed. Dun 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 dun. Oh, this must be down below. After overcoming the bottleneck, the experiment went smoothly. The lab even received visitors. Ooh. Hey, it's Screwy! Hello, Screwy. My team and I are honored to have you here watch the detonation test. The lab doesn't welcome visitors, but you're special, Mr. Screwlum. The technology department wants to stay in your good graces. You're welcome, Dr. Chadwick. I'm floored by you and your colleagues' achievements. Please allow me to ask you some questions. Curiosity sometimes compels me to ignore the decorum, just like what organic life experiences. Why did you agree to take part in the development of a weapon such as destructive as the imaginary implosion pulse? Dudley, my friend from the technology department, said that the weapon could be used to contain the destruction's forces. He said we were doing the right thing. I'm very sorry, Dr. Chadwick. I shouldn't have sprung that question on you and put you in a position to give an insincere answer. I think we're all free to choose the life we prefer. We can put aside those redundant thoughts that distract us and focus on our tasks at hand and areas of expertise. But you must be cautious, Doctor. For people like us, even a minor slip-up can impact the entire universe. Our wisdom is both a blessing and a burden. Some advice is too late to be given now. Now we already know that the box contains a monster. I hope you'll safeguard it and make sure it won't be opened by some ignorant kids. That's exactly probably what happened. Thanks for your advice, Mr. Screwlum. I hope to see you again one day. Hurry up! Round up anyone who dares to resist. Uh-oh. No one should hinder the detonation. Are they really going to use the pulse? Grillem's ward forced me to face myself. Professor Chadwick, where is he? Only he could put a stop to this. Captain, we've located Professor Calder and Chadwick. Good, we still have time then. Take him to the control room. I'll notify Director Dudley. Hurry, go. But the moment of clarity always comes too late. Uh-oh. Hey, now we get to do fire. Bam.
To a solitary and flee. Hope you're prepared.
Insufficient skill points.
My guide.
How many can you block? Bladed flight.
Ta-da!
That was a heck of a performance.
And then throw a firecracker.
A one-time enemy.
Snap, man. Oh,
Till I see.
double ultimate time. Bam, son. He did.
That was a heck of a performance.
It was. Let's go, Gwynnethon. I mean, I think it'd hurt really bad if I threw a firecracker at somebody, too.
A one-time end. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Probably hurt a little bit more. Not that I've ever done that or anything. But I am a dragon, so I set things on fire all the time.
Don't throw the game.
That fire kiss action right there.
Duty is eternal. This ends here.
Time for sword play. Strike apart.
Nice. Oh, here we go. My nightmare finally came. I'm very sorry to tell you this, Chad. You might be a genius in your field, but you know nothing about power. Your naivety blinds you from seeing the big picture, and you don't even understand the era you're in. You should have realized long ago that we're both merely pawns in this game of chess. Once we're placed on the chessboard, we are no longer in control of our fate. Weapons are made to eliminate enemies. Is that hard to understand? Over a dozen vanguard units of the Legion are preparing to attack the joint trade routes. Their presence can directly threaten Pierpoint's safety. Our enemies are closing in. This is the perfect time to test the power of the imaginary implosion pulse. You have 100. No, 1,000 other ways to stop them that can incur lower costs and affect fewer innocents. I've got it, finally. What we've done for the past 20 years is just an experiment. The result of our work never truly belongs to us. Stop lying to yourself, Chad. You knew what you were getting into right from the beginning, but you chose to ignore it. Come here, bomb maker. It's time to show the Legion our might. No. What? Here we go. The end of my creation. I can't read the rest of it. That's too fast. Ballistic trajectory pre-calculation is complete. Margin of error, plus or minus 0.08%. Charging detonation platform, 60%, 70%, 85%, complete. Reviewing collider status, 30%, 50%, 75%, complete. Automatic cruise AI deployed. Enemy contact detonation AI deployed. Imaginary implosion pulse preparation complete. Ready to detonate at any moment. How many collateral targets are there in the blast range? Calculation in progress. There are an estimated 24 planets at the satellite level or above with the blast range. Among them, there are 3 secondary planets with civilizations of grade D or above. Jesus Christ, 24 planets. The amount of collateral damage is acceptable. The detonation plan can proceed as scheduled. It's time, bomb maker. Hit the detonation button. Do not press the button. What are you doing? Press it now. Aha, I get it. You're afraid of taking the blame, aren't you? Fret not. The one who presses the button is neither you nor I. We won't even be mentioned if this incident is later reported. Now, do it. Do not press the button. You sympathize with Dr. Chadwick, right? I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but Calder and Chadwick isn't worth your sympathy. He'd long foreseen the outcome, but he chose to ignore it and carry on the research at all costs. Selfishly, he puts his talent before everything else. He doesn't care the least bit about anyone else. Now, do it. Do not press the button. I'm not going to say anything else. You've just wasted your final opportunity. Hey, you. Do it. Oh, well, somebody else is going to do it, I guess. Oh, no, wait. It's going to make me do it. Oh, I have to do it, I guess. Yeah, I got it. It makes me do it until I do it. Gosh! This game is like, yeah, okay. Have to. Detonation command confirmed. Collider charging in progress. 20%, 50%, 75%. Critical detonation threshold reached. Automatic cruise AI activated. Locking target 30%, 70% complete. Lock on AI activated. Warming up 20%, 40%, 80%. Chamber temperature has reached threshold. Imaginary implosion pulse is about to be launched. 5. Dud I. 4. Don't hold it against me, Chad. We have to be responsible for our choices. 3. My name will forever be cursed. Still, what's the price you have to pay, Dudley? 2. Look, Chad, this is your problem. You always take your gifts and talents for granted, and you have no idea there are people like me. 1. No one will remember us. 0. Imaginary implosion pulse, detonate. They won't remember Dudley, but I suppose they remember Chadwick, though. What I just experienced was the first half of Chadwick's life. But this memory isn't over yet. Let's take a look at what happened to him after. We go through the tower in the dreamscape. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's this place again. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, Anna Belinda, it's you again. Now, you've experienced half my life and learned about my story. How many people did the imaginary pulse kill? A number that I try my best every day to forget. Ever since that day, I haven't dared look in the mirror even once. I'm worried I might see a monster. A murderer has killed countless people and ruined even more lives. That day in the control room was the last day I saw Dudley. Perhaps it's true that pawns don't deserve to be mentioned, just how he put it. After that, I disbanded the team and left the lab. I managed to take some crucial data with me to keep them from falling into the wrong hands. I later learned from others that the higher-ups of the technology department who ordered the imaginary impulsion pulse detonation were subjected to an internal review. They were never heard of again. But I knew the IPC wouldn't let the matter rest. The result of our research was way too valuable. Although they released a statement condemning the detonation, they would never really give up the technology related to it. They needed me to control the knowledge and keep it out of reach of other factions across the universe. So, they would always be breathing down my neck. So I decided to escape, not wanting to live the rest of my life being controlled by others. A name came to my mind when I needed help the most. We only met once, but he saw through my hypocrisy and excuses. Skrullum. Yes, I made up my mind to look for him, thinking he could help me rebel against the IPC. This is the story of that latter part of my life. And I guess how he became into the dream bubble. Alright, we gotta... Yeah, here they go. Press the button so we can climb the walls. This is like the one thing I hate. Like, the puzzle game that I hate the most is this thing. Right here. I swears. Alright, here's one. I'm probably gonna have to take care of this guy. He's a little bit close.
A one-time enemy.
Till I see. I will protect all beauty.
Slap.
Strike with heart. Don't throw the game.
Don't throw the game. I really need, like, one of those
I got you.
things right about now.
This ends here.
Owie.
In the name of Lend, a will forged in ice never falters.
Practice is over.
This guy. Nice. Alright, so this one is here. Alright, we got one. Once upon a time, there was no interaction between different worlds. Some civilizations were already in possession of weapons powerful enough to destroy themselves. Out of fear for their power, they established complicated laws and regulations in an attempt to prevent these self-unmaking devices from falling into the hands of the insane or the violent. When the starry seeds later become interconnected by winding routes, the exchange of technology and resources began. New weapons, many times more powerful than the original ones, emerged one after another. Bewilderingly, these complicated rules in place to limit the abuse of weapons became increasingly simplified as more and more powerful weapons were invented. People were more tolerant of weapons when they were used against enemies. Let's say there was a faraway planet where its people were being ravaged by ferocious flames with their cries echoing throughout the sky. Yet, for you and I, lying beneath the tree and gazing at the sky, the planet would be just another star plucked by someone from many others. We gotta go back, we gotta get our charges. I don't know how I've already found, like, the second puzzle piece. Or the third. What do you mean? And right here. Here we go. It's like, no. Alright. I really need one of those space anchors right now. Wisdom. What a perplexing word. Some see it as the answer to every problem and the ultimate of all virtues. However, many of those with extraordinary intellect are troubled by secular problems. It is because the geniuses are too arrogant, or is it because jealousy that gets the better of the mundane? No one has an answer for that. Only one thing is irrefutable. Wisdom can coexist with selfish desires. I have problems with S's, okay? Shellfish. Everything selfish is always shellfish. Bubblies! Last one's right here, and then I probably need to... What did Xandar see when he was recording tomes on the imaginary tree in his strange and ancient language? When I was little and was first discovered the imaginary theories, what came to my mind was the image of a dense forest, not of a huge tree. After going through so many things, I still find it hard to believe that the foundation of the universe is a giant tree that nurtures countless leaves selflessly and voluntarily. I prefer to see each planet as a seed carried by the wind that happens to land on the soil. The seeds then begin to take root and grow bigger, eventually forming the forest. The universe isn't concerned with our presence, it merely exists and observes. Bam, bam, bam. Then we gotta come here. Marbles. Well, that wasn't too bad. Everybody's at half health, though, or lower. Come on, sustenance anchor. Screw him, I finally found you. We haven't seen each other for years, Dr. Chadwick. Please forgive me for not telling you that I feel sorry for your plight. I know you have long seen it coming. I brought this upon myself. After all these years, I no longer have to be reminded of that. I need help, Mr. Scurlum. I can't tell you're driven into a corner, as you're still willing to talk to me after going through all those hardships. Planet Scurlum can be your temporary shelter if you need it. No, no way. I've pledged myself never to involve any more innocent people in this matter. No matter where I hide, the IPC will find me. It's just a matter of time. I can't be on the run forever, so I need to fight back in some way. I've heard that a genius has developed a secret drug capable of blocking parts of the consciousness and memory of a person. I have never been close with anyone from the Genius Society, so I'd need you to pull the strings for me. Oh, maybe the family has a Genius Member Society in it, because that sounds very much like the family in Penacony, doesn't it? The Selective Blocking Agent. I've heard of it. I suppose it is the brainchild of that eccentric pharmacist. Indeed, that lady has no dealings with the IPC, so the risk of her selling you out is low. Question, do you think this is a surefire solution? All I'm certain is that it has the smallest price to pay. As long as I can forget the knowledge temporarily, the IPC will have no means to extract it from my brain. As for whatever I'll be going through, I deserve it. Everyone must be accountable for their actions, and facing the consequences is part and parcel of the process. I understand, Dr. Chadwick. I'll get you that drug. You're finally honest with yourself, Doctor. I'm glad for you that the achievement alone. I'm glad for you for that achievement alone. Holy shit, that was like a hard sentence to say. I hope with all my heart that you can pull through these tough times. Oh, that door. The Dr. Chadwick in front of you is then at an advanced age. He looks very similar to how he was when you first met him. He still has those contemplative eyes, now tinged with a hint of gloominess. He can't seem to sense your presence. Perhaps you could take a look around the room first. Big stack of books. A few books are scattered on the floor. You peer at their names and are certain they have nothing to do with Chadwick's specialization nor research subjects. You find it hard to believe that old man would be interested in Shanzhou Vidyadhara folk music theory, or perhaps he must have lived here for too long. Papers. The desk before the old man is stacked with unsent letters. On a letter cover, written in hasty handwriting, unauthorized send request, return recommended. So he couldn't send letters out to anybody either. One wonders what's inside the safe on the wall. It could be completely empty, because the Calder Chadwick right here has no more secrets he can hide. Professor Chadwick has been placed under house arrest here? I should go talk to him. Doctor? Did they send their guys over again? Who was sent here makes no difference. I've said time and time again that I'm no longer of use to you guys. You took the selective blocking agent. How did you know? I get it. This isn't reality, and you aren't an IPC lackey, are you? Wonderful. It's been so long since I've had a normal conversation with someone. I don't need anything here, as they'll get me whatever I want. I'm just deprived of freedom. What have they done? At first, they pretended to be friendly with me. They tempted me with valuables and promises in return for my knowledge, all to no avail. Eventually, they lost their patience and started forcing me to read articles related to the theory of imaginary application. But the drug was surprisingly effective. Not only did it block my access to the related knowledge in my mind, but it also hampered my ability to learn the knowledge. Much later on, they accepted the fact that I had been reduced to a useless old man. Starting from some point in time, they changed their strategy and decided to just wait for my death. I'm sorry to hear that. You don't have to. It's the price I have to pay. The passing of time and the increasing pain seemed to alleviate my guilt, which is the only good thing about being confined here. What will happen next? I've gathered bits and pieces of info from the people they sent. Combined with my own deduction, I believe the IPC might be scheming to tamper with the memoria left in my brain after the death of my physical body. They probably think that no matter how tight-lipped I am now, whatever remains of my dead body will be at their disposal. I'm scared, youngster. I'm worried that all the precautions I've taken so far will be negated upon my demise. At this rate, IPC will one day gain control of the imaginary impulses technology and monopolize it. My efforts will all be in vain when the time comes. Please allow me to rebuke that, Doctor. Your effort isn't in vain. Here we are again, Dr. Chadwick. Skrillum, I never thought I could see you again. I once thought so too. Life is unpredictable, but it has eventually shown us its benevolent side. I'm here to tell you that your effort isn't in vain. Even after the death of your physical body, you're still safeguarding your knowledge, leaving no chance for those harboring ulterior motives. It isn't the effect of the drug, but the ingrained dedication and perseverance in your consciousness. Hello, Atsumori! That's great. It couldn't be better. You know what, Skrillum? I've always regretted not listening to the voice inside me when we first met. Your hubby is mine. Haha! I mean, you can have him, but just keep in mind that you need to give him, like, rabies shots, and, like, he definitely needs rabies shots. It might already be too late, but, you know. Also, he, like, gets into the trash all the time and leaves, like, a giant mess. It's too late for that. See? He'll give you rabies. Also, he does, I'm immune to it because I'm a dragon. But, you know, he digs in the trash and he just, like, leaves a mess. The only thing about him is that he keeps himself clean, you know, because he's a raccoon. So, it's just a simple phrase, but I haven't been able to say it. It's probably time I hear myself say it now. I make a very exciting companion for those reasons. Keep selling me. Say it, Chadwick. Life is fleeting and many reach the end with regrets. I can't say your life is a happy one, but it is at least complete when this moment takes place. I joined the experiment not for a good cause, but for myself. I wanted my talents and expertise to be seen by the whole world, and that's it. Thank you, Skrillum, and you. I feel much better. Probably never better. You've been through a lot, Dr. Chadwick. Now, if you don't mind, please let us be with you as you make your way to the end. Congrats on fixing Chadwick's emo dial. Tick-tock. The fact that he has rabies means you're not taking care of him, and he's getting in the trash because he needs toys and stimulation. I'm pretty sure that he would do that anyway. But yeah, okay. He can go to your house for a while. I'm sure he'll enjoy it. Some bro time. Bro time. Or help Dr. Chadwick to his feet. Mr. Skrillum, please. Oh, what the fuck? That was like way too fast. That went by like way too fast there, but that's okay. I like how we're walking slow. Walk slow, walk fast. Let's wake up, Miss Anna Belinda. Why is my name like one word there? I mean, I'm sure that he would love to play with some of your cat toys that you have. I need to be exercised more to have gained weight. You have. I mean, I've tried to get you to exercise and diet, but you're a raccoon, so. Thank you, Miss Anna Belinda. You managed to unravel the mystery surrounding Dr. Chadwick and gave him freedom. He's not in the dreamscape. I found a way to convince the family to bring the remnants of Chadwick's memoria to Herta Space Station. As the witness to the completion of his life, I would like to invite you to pay your final respects, should you wish to, that is. Of course we're gonna be there. Miss Herta and I shall await you in the seclusion zone. Or maybe exercised, one of those two things. Well, you're rabid, not possessed. You're rabid, not possessed. I mean, I guess some people view that as the same thing. Oh, it's this place. It's hard to tell the difference. That's true. Look at all these creatures I've made. I made all these. They're mine. Welcome back, Madam Anna Belinda. 2 amber eras later, Dr. Chadwick is finally freed. He is now with us. How did he end up like this? What Dr. Chadwick dreaded the most became reality. After his demise, the IPC extracted the memoria in his brain with the advanced technology provided by the Garden of Recollection and sealed it in a memory bubble. They must have prepared for it in advance, as the process took place right after his death, so fast that even his consciousness in his final moments was preserved. And that step alone wasn't enough, as the memoria preserved that way was, in essence, a stagnant pool. If it remained inactive for too long a time, what was in the water would eventually die out. Therefore, the IPC came up with a solution, sending Dr. Chadwick to Penacony to maintain the activity of the memoria. Speculation: the technology department must have struck some sort of a deal with the family. Under the family's supervision, Dr. Chadwick wandered in the dreamscape for 2 amber eras. If it weren't for you, Madam Anna Belinda, their supervision would continue. Now he can rest. I agree, Madam Anna Belinda. This is such a miracle. It's hard to believe he has managed to resist the IPC until now, with what little consciousness remained in his memoria. I was right about him back then. He's always been a genius, Madam Herta, but he isn't always this determined. Science and technology is not good or evil. For the past hundreds of years, he's been trying to redeem himself for a thought he had when he was young. When Anna Belinda told me about him, I thought I would finally have the chance to learn about his research. It's a pity that things turned out this way. Those devices are used to maintain the vitality of the memory bubble temporarily. By turning them off, Dr. Chadwick will be able to enter a peaceful slumber. Madam Anna Belinda, let's pay our final respects to him all together. Alright, we got to press F in chat for Dr. Chadwick. Before you lies more than just a lifeless machine and embodies the third of Cauldron Chadwick's existence. Deactivate the life-sustaining system. Here goes Dr. Chadwick. Goodbye, Dr. Chadwick. Genius Society member number 79. You hoped for a response from the world to the departure of this brilliant mind. Yet, all that lingers is a profound silence in the air. I know you very well, Doctor. We've known each other for a century, yet we've only met 3 times. Nevertheless, please allow me to address you as a friend. They're getting smaller and smaller. I understand this may not be much of a consolation, but in my calculations, your research had the potential to save billions of lives. Regrettably, the era has slipped through our fingers like sand. Prior to the onset of an actual disaster, all we can do is pray. Pray that the discerning gaze of Nos may return toward the next Cauldron Chadwick. Well, should I also say something? Dr. Chadwick, although I've never met you in person, I deeply admire your intellect and research. You know, I usually don't give compliments, but our fields of study share many commonalities. Your work on the theory of imaginary applications has sparked my inspiration on more than one occasion, and I have to say, it made me even, a tad jealous. It's a shame we never had the chance to work together. From what I've heard from Screwy and that troublemaker, you've had your share of hardships in your lifetime. Rest in peace, Doc. Phew! Is this over? Well, it's a calm conclusion. For Dr. Chadwick in his later years, this would count as quite a significant luxury. I never imagined I'd be bidding farewell to a fellow society member in person. It feels rather peculiar. It's a real pity. If only I'd realized 2 amber eras earlier. Dang, she's that old too? Madam Herta. Madam Herta. Who is it? Did you hear that voice just now? Is the space station haunted? Calm down, both of you. I heard that voice too. Could it be the residual consciousness of Dr. Chadwick? Herta, please come closer. It's happening again, but this time it seems quieter. Speculation. Dr. Chadwick's self-awareness still lingers faintly. It's making an eager effort to communicate with us. Madam Herta, Madam Anna Belinda, let's get closer. Well? Maybe he's not gone yet. Madam Herta. I'm listening, Doctor. If there's anything else you want to say, now's the time. I'm honored. My research, my knowledge, I will leave behind. Please accept. Wait, are you saying Memoria is dissipating? Please come closer. Touch foreheads. I understand, Doctor. Herta's puppet takes a step forward, pressing her forehead against the trembling Still too fast to read, damn. I gotta slow this shit down. Calderon Chadwick is absolutely infuriating. He was nothing more than an ordinary person with a lifespan of just a few decades, yet he managed to achieve such astonishing feats. Seems like you truly admire him. Admire? I suppose you can say that, but to be honest, I'm somewhat envious and a bit jealous. Don't those words mean the same thing? At that very moment, he entrusted me with all his life's work. It appears that in the final moments of his life, Calderon Chadwick chose to place his trust in you, Madam Herta, even though the two of you have never met before. The reasoning behind organic life is truly unpredictable. Nevertheless, the impulses of organic life frequently embody a grain of romantic poetry that never fails to leave me in awe. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Tens of thousands of formulas and equations are flashing through my mind right now. I never imagined there could be such a way to analyze the problem. From imaginary overflow to imaginary implosion, from theory to application, from a mere paper to the birth of the imaginary pulse. Ah, what did you see, Madam Herta? I saw the final words he left behind. To Madam Herta, while I've held my position during my lifetime, given the resources the IPC possess, they will inevitably discover the means and techniques to reproduce the imaginary implosion pulse. The die was cast the moment the imaginary pulse was created. Every corner of the universe is destined to be on guard against its threats. I can't turn back time, but there's still one thing I can do. I can entrust my knowledge and technology to those who are worthy, thereby establishing the groundwork for a deterrent system robust enough to counterbalance the IPC's might. My life is nearing its conclusion. Yet from this moment forward, I aspire to be an unyielding blade eternally poised above tyranny and malevolence. Damn, son. He doing shit with his life. New sticker obtained. Nice. I got some new sticker. Oh well. I have to go back. Let's see. Next side quest. Slaughterhouse. A journalist named Singler has firmly believes the families behind all the breakdown of order in the dreamscape world. Alright, let's go.
Busier places mean busier business.
Is Dr. Edward. Alright, let's see. We gotta put on my sticker. I had some new stickers. There's Dr. Chadwick right there. I don't think I have any other new stickers. Them's the only two. I wish I could jump. I always try to jump when I'm bored in games, like when I'm running. The syrup inebriates the tongue and the night entrances to the eyes. I wonder what prevents your heart from forgetting to linger. I'm here to investigate the truth. Oh? Your tone is quite animated. The truth is a very serious word. I hope you will wield it with more prudence. You weren't the ones who sent the agency's message? You mean... I remember now. I did send an agency message to the group, just that everyone mostly ignored me. I guess here I am ambivalent about uncovering this truth. I myself was about to abandon this mission. The first person who willingly answered my call to investigate was you. The family is definitely hiding something. Right? I feel that way too. I may not have concrete evidence, but as a reporter, sometimes you have to rely on your hunches. I can't always count on hunches to help me find the truth. But if there wasn't one, I wouldn't even dare embark on the first step of this investigation. I can see that you're someone who's also got acute senses, and you're ripe with righteousness too. A rare combination in Penacony's dreamscapes. I'm just someone who likes poking around on adventures. Nice. Good, very good. Now we've got some motivation, brains, and... Singular's eyes quickly sweep over that baseball bat you hold in your hand. It's a lance! I don't have a baseball bat no more. Braun, let's not waste time. If you're up for it, we'll move out now. Before the Reverie Hotel was completely locked down, I overheard a few rumors. At certain hours, a strange painting of ambiguous meaning would suddenly appear in that hotel, and perhaps even mislead guests, sucking them into an otherworldly dreamscape. What's stranger is that when inquired, the guests who experienced the incident couldn't recall what happened to them. I don't believe that the collective memory loss is a coincidence. It must have something to do with the family. I think that strange painting will be the key to our progress in this investigation. Truth be told, I learned of a secret passage that leads into the Reverie on one of my investigations. But I was alone then and didn't dare to venture forth by myself. Now that you're around, I can put my mind at ease. Let me know when you're all ready. We'll set off for the Reverie Hotel then. Let's go. Okay, please follow me. Remember to keep a low profile as we don't want any attention. We're getting bleep blooped. Bleep blooped. Somewhere else. This is it, that creepy painting floating in the middle of the hotel hallway. It may even devour lost, unwitting guests, too. Its existence is ironclad proof that the family has lost control of the dreamscape. The family must already know about the strange happenings in the hotel. These paintings are just one of the more explicit examples. My conjecture, and it's mere conjecture, they have already planned to keep these anomalies from the guests in the first place. But guests going missing are too conspicuous to hide. When the situation gradually arrived, the family decided to shut down the hotel indefinitely. We still have no proof. You're right. I've had to use my imagination to fill in the blanks with this occurrence. Singler inhales deeply. As the self-styled investigative reporter, the disciple of truth, I can only think of one way. Let's try to establish contact with it. No matter what happens behind that painting, I trust it will definitely bring us closer to the truth that the family is trying to hide. She gonna make herself disappear, Ed. She gonna go bye-bye forever. Family's just gonna offer. Whoa, what's all this? It's space. It's a total mess. Oh God, it's this again. Chill out, Singler. You're an investigative journalist and you can stay cool. Anyway, maybe we can start gathering clues, miss. You go ahead and try to keep up. I'll try to keep up. There we go. Alright. We press the button. Which way should I go first? Well, there's the way up there. Treasure chest! It sees me, that's what the do thing is. Saying that's so scratchy. Well, let's check other places. I guess we gotta go here. Bloop bloop. Bubble bridge. I don't want to fight that thing. We're gonna go around it. Aha! Yeah! Here we go. Well, that was rather easy, wasn't it? Bountiful treasure. I think we've collected all the clues in this area, right? Looks like that's all of them. I think it's time to sort out the clues we've gathered so far, miss. Of course, we really should get out of this place. I'm feeling a bit woozy. Yeah, walking on ceilings is difficult, man. Ugh, dizzy, so dizzy. This puny body of mine really can't take much more of this torment. You, on the other hand, look refreshed as all heck. I'm impressed by your constitution. Nothing I haven't trained for. Phew, I could see that. Anyway, let's piece together the information we've obtained first. See what we found so far? This moment is finally here. Before I entered the dream today, the shift lead found me and I had a long, earnest chat with me. He spoke too fast and I couldn't catch most of what he was saying, but I still sort of understood what he was trying to tell me. He feared that I would be in grave danger when I entered the dream this time. If I can't complete the mission successfully, the family will surely banish me from their ranks. He even said that he really appreciated me, that there were a few young people like me who were this low-profile, hard-working, and industrious, and he hoped that I would pass the trial without a hitch. I exchanged a few perfunctory words with him, then went back to my room to prepare to enter the dream. It'd be a lie if I said I wasn't the least bit anxious, but what else could I do beside mutely accepting the current situation? I closed my eyes and forced myself to take a nap, the dreamless kind. To be able to do that thing, I would have to be in optimal condition, physically and mentally, no matter what. Miss, I think we've stumbled upon a really precious clue this time. This family attendant named Hamilton. His writing indicates much anxiety. The family must have assigned some secret mission to him, and his name would be struck off if he failed the mission, or worse, his head. He didn't say anything like that. I'm sorry, my imagination got the better of me. We still need more evidence. If you don't mind, can we enter the unusual dimension and explore it once more? Learning in sleep. Wait, this place doesn't seem quite the same, right? But our target remains unchanged. Let's focus on finding clues, miss. It's getting harder, though. This room. Alright, we gotta find some puzzle pieces. Alright, we gotta find 2 of them. There's one up there. Actually, there's 3, isn't there? Well, there's one right here. Oh, but I can't get to that. You get to it if I come over here. Alright, which way should I go first? Well, there's one right there. And a chest. Especially should go this way first. Collect one of them, and there's also a clue. It's Blue's Clues. We've got a ladder. We've got a ladder. I can't remember exactly how that song goes. No, leave me alone. Alright, I definitely have to go this way now. What do you... I have to be right in front of it. I could bump elbows with it, and it wouldn't work. Alright, here's another clue. That's all the clues, but I gotta get over there. That means we gotta make it over this thing. Dang it! Happy New Year! It's not even New Year anymore. It's a New Year all year for good old Green Eye fan.
My guiding light. Hope you're prepared.
Snap. And done. Stupid things. Decided they want to mess with me. They get the firecrackers. Okay. I have to remember which way. This way. And there's the other one. Oops. Okay, so now I see how to get there. We is sideways. Haha. There we go. Put the puzzle pieces together. This one goes here. That one goes there. Oops. Ta-da! Challenge complete. I think we've collected all the clues in this area, right? Let's look at all of them. Let's piece together the clues we've got, miss. Ooh. It's too bad, like, the armor doesn't change the character's armor. But, you know, I would imagine it would all look cool. Good, the investigation is going well so far. At least we can still walk and we haven't lost any limbs. Let's piece together the clues we've just got and see if they've made any progress with our findings. Part 2. I entered the dream and woke up in the Reverie staff dorms like usual. But the feeling of everything around here was oddly strange. The people around me seemed to notice something, and I felt that their gazes cast toward me were somewhat peculiar. Of course, it could have all just been in my mind, but who knows? Someone who wasn't very acquainted with me on most days suddenly slapped me on the shoulder, like he was trying to encourage me. But I didn't even remember what he worked as. A dreamscape motivator? Damn it. It was like my memories were erased by someone. Jeremy and I traded a few lines, mostly about those recent strange happenings in the hotel in the dreamscape. Paintings suddenly appearing, musical instruments attacking guests and such. It all made me somewhat nervous. You know, it's strange. He was the closest to me, yet it felt like he completely didn't know what I was about to face today. I even forgot to tell him before. It's fine. This is good too. One person fewer to worry about. I changed into a jet black outfit. Black makes me feel safe. I waited for a while at the dorm, so anxious that I couldn't even sit. God knows how many times I paced the room. And then I heard a knock on the door. That Lieutenant Hamilton entered the hotel in the dreamscape, and the people around him started looking at him funny. I now have ample reason to believe that this attendance experiences must be related to the Reverie's shutdown. Doesn't matter what secret assignment it was that the family gave him, he definitely didn't manage to complete it. Or this place wouldn't be in this state now, would it? It's unfortunate there are no crucial clues recording in the notes of journals so far. We have to keep investigating. Let's go. We'll have to try again. Alright. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break. I gotta run and use the dragon's restroom real quick. So I'll be back very shortly.
The gong... The gong rings loud, performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. Hey! Ooh. The gong... The gong rings loud, performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. The gong... The gong rings loud, performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. Hey! Ooh. The gong. The gong rings loud. Performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. Hey! Ooh. Hey! Ooh. The gong. The gong rings loud. Performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. Hey! Ooh. The gong. The gong rings loud. Performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. The gong. The gong rings loud. Performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. Hey! Ooh. Hey! Ooh. The gong. The gong rings loud. Performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good. The gong. that sounded pretty good. Hey! Ooh. The gong... The gong rings loud, performers crowd round. Hey, that sounded pretty good.
Queen of Fence, so cute. Alright, I'm back. Time to enter the dreamscape again. These mazes, they're getting more and more complicated. You're telling me. But that won't be a problem to you, miss, right? Let's keep searching for more clues. I don't really want to go fight that thing, so we're just gonna skirt around it. There we go. Oh my goodness, this really is more complicated. Where's the first one at? That one's right there. We have to go down. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be difficult, isn't it? Alright, well that's that one. One clue down. And we gotta go the other way. Ooh, this is loopy. I think I went down this one, didn't I? Okay, so I got 3 now. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we gotta start looking here. This one is down here. Oh, I see how we did this now. Can't get up the wall. There we go. No. We're walking under walls. I might have to fight that one. Aw, man. I messed up. Oh, I still got one more. There we go. It's like they knew I would mess up, though. No! Leave me alone. There we go. I think we've collected all the clues in this area, right? That's all of them. Let's piece together the clues we've got, miss. Ooh, a wristwatch. Phew, this is exhausting. You're telling me. I'm sure you know the hardships of an investigative reporter now, eh? Come on, let's gather the clues we've obtained this time and see if Hamilton said anything else. Part 3. This was still so surreal to me. I finally had a chance to meet face to face with the Lady Siobhan. She's a prominent figure among the Iris family, her position only second to the head. I heard from others that she's preferred solitude and seldom showed herself. To think she was going to be appearing under such circumstances, interact with a lowly lackey like me. I was extremely nervous initially, with all my words stuck in my mouth, but Lady Siobhan's word had a certain charm to them, which quickly settled my nerves. She explained plenty of important matters to me, that the hotel in the dreamscape was recently experiencing anomalies, the efforts that the family made to combat this phenomenon, what its attendants should be watching out for, etc., etc. She was extremely fastidious in her elaborations, and even I was miraculously alert, absorbing every single word that she uttered. Finally, Lady Siobhan told me that, in the face of unprecedented disaster, every Iris, nay, all family members, had to be prepared to draw their weapons. To protect our guests' interests, we had to stand between them and every horrific event that could present the slightest threat. To be honest, I didn't really know if I was ready. Siobhan. That name isn't familiar to me. But in the journal, it's pretty obvious that Hamilton admires that woman. If it's as he said, the Siobhan wields authority second only to the head in the Iris family. Which means she must be the one who gave Hamilton the mission. But what exactly did the mission entail? Erasing a guest's memories? Suppressing the anomalies in the dreamscape? Finding the source of the monster propagation? The notes reveal nothing on this. Honestly, I'm getting a little impatient. I don't know who this Hamilton guy is in the real world, but I think he's got the potential to be one of the Riddlers. But since we're already here, it'd be a waste to give up now. Let's try one more time, miss. I think you're very curious about how this will unfold as well. Alright. In we go again. Wandering around on the walls. Alright. Okay, so that's one. Oh boy. And we gotta do all these jigsaw puzzles to get to the path. It's puzzles within puzzles. It's puzzle inception. Oh my god, there's another one! Haha! Blah. Oh, because that one's missing. Duh. All right. Obviously, we should go down first. Let's see. Easier to get to this one. It's obviously gotta be this way that we gotta go. Oops. Or not! It's gotta be this way we gotta go to get down. No. Leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. Okay, this is gonna increase my bubbles. My bubbly. There we go. Ah, dang it, that just took me back. It was not the way I wanted to go. Oh, I guess I can just go this way. Well, that one was pretty easy. It just had a lot of jigsaws. Alright, well that one was easy. I gotta find the other clues now, though. There's one. I can find 2 clues here. The other one's like way up there somewhere. Okay. No. Oh, there it is. Oops. I pressed the E instead. And now I got snow bubbly. Hey, looking at me. He don't see me no more. Alright. Okay, so how do I get... Now I gotta get back over there. I think it's just this way. Aha! Flawless victory! I think we've collected all the clues. Let's go. Penacony Dreams. We got another achievement. Got a lot of achievements today. I think I'm at my limit. I hope that Mr. Hamilton will get to the point this time and stop beating around the bush with his entries. Hurry, before I faint, we must look at the clues. Part 4. I did it! Praise the Great One. I managed to secure my job. I can even call myself an Iris. The entire ordeal was intensely harrowing. I tried 3 times, failing within 5 seconds on the first 2. With the final attempt, it was a miracle that I actually pulled through. Relying on some meager strength of harmony, I resonated my thoughts with that blasted plate and that disgusting piece of sponge. I held on for 20 seconds, successfully making that plate spick and span. I even used my telekinesis to turn the tap on and rinse the lingering soap bubbles on the plate. All around me were applauding, and I thought I'd spied Lady Shivan from the periphery of my vision. Having completed this phase, I wouldn't be just some insignificant trainee any longer. I was now a proud member of the Iris family, now and forever, for washing dishes. I'm guessing he's a masked fool. Hamilton, you annoying fool, no matter where you are right now. I punch your face in! The Pepeshi person is fuming with rage at the no. Not a figure of speech, but literally steaming with smoke, and she turns her face skywards and falls over. This heart-wrenching land of dreams, you guess that she won't be coming back for a while. Ha ha ha. That's funny. That's real funny, though. Poor girl. I mean, to be fair, if I went through all that, I'd probably be upset too. Right? Let's just see if there might be well, I guess there's not any in there. I'm just gonna, like, see if there's any chests in this, like, little room right here, and then we'll go to the next one. Oh, there's a puzzle, though. TikTok. What do I do? TikTok. TikTok. Yes, hello, I'm Clocky. Welcome to Dreamville. I got a message from you. TikTok? So you're the one helping out. I'm ashamed. TikTok, my dear guest. I'm sorry that you had to witness this uncouth sight of us dream tickers. What exactly are you? TikTok, we're the Sweet Dreams troupe of the Iris family, outfitted as attendants in the image of the cartoon star Clocky, and are used to bring joy to our guests via our adorable aesthetics. You look nothing like Clocky at all. TikTok. I don't know what our creator was thinking either, but that was supposed to be the planned design. TikTok. Our job's the most mundane among the Sweet Dreams troupe. We have to repeat the same lines every day, and there are almost no chances of promotion or days off. Middle management dream takers like us feel that our subordinates will turn into the Dream Jolt troupe, which is why we brought some building blocks to help them decompress. But they all turned wonky after receiving the building blocks. TikTok, I've received too many guest complaints already. TikTok, if this keeps up, our entire department will be optimized. But a dream taker told me that someone who could fix us showed up, and that's you, my dear guest. TikTok, yes, since you can fix us, you must possess some extraordinary talent. Please help me. TikTok, you're the kindest person ever. I'll have my subordinates prepare a token of appreciation for you. Please look for the faulty dream takers across the dreams. TikTok, and remember to bring those strange blocks back too. Hey, we've been collecting those blocks. Look there. TikTok, thank you for your assistance. I guess we probably don't have enough. Yeah, I need one more. It's interesting, I've never been here. I never found that area there. That's very interesting. Oh, it's a chest. I must never have been here before. At least I don't remember it. I'm a grown-up! Yeah, I've definitely never been here before. Obviously, I never got that achievement. Oh, come here. Oh, he's a forgetful one, poor guy. We gotta fix him. We gotta make him remember. Oh, there we go. That was fairly easy. Ta-da! I'm so smart. I'm a smart dragon. Hey, I got an eerie building block. Oh, it's an empty stage and suits the currently desolate ambience in the bar. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'll look after the monsters while the bar's closed. Don't worry. I guess we'll go deeper. Oh! Well, hello there. I'm being followed. It's a tough crowd.
A one-time enemy. Strike apart. Forget your wallet?
Oops.
Beauty is eternal. Is that all?
Is that all?
Blade and flight. Time for swordplay. Strike apart.
Oh, it's a trotter. We gotta get the trotter.
Until I see that I will protect all beauty.
Practice is
For Drilla.
swords descend.
Get the piggy!
Blade and flight.
Bzz.
In the name of Len, a will forged in ice.
Japard, who I've gotten like 3 times now. Crazy bastard.
A one-time enemy. Strike with heart. Bring it to him.
This ends here.
Trying to finish off the piggy as fast as I can.
Beauty is eternal. I will protect all beauty.
A one-time enemy.
Yay, piggy gone. We got extra rewards. Woo woo. Oh boy. I don't like looking at the maps here. Alright. Let's do, according to the Sweet Dream Times reports, certain deceased superstars appeared in Penacony. Let's go! We're in reality.
Busier places mean busier business.
Busy, busy. Leslie Dean, Cosmic Star. Interesting. The man before you has not noticed your presence. You do not blame him. You find your eyes tracing his chiseled jawline and becoming immersed in the glow of his residual radiance. You almost lose yourself. Ah, my apologies. I was preoccupied and did not notice you there. Are you here for an autograph too? Just a moment. You seem familiar. Familiar? You look pretty grown up to me. You're not still a minor, are you? This is Leslie Dean, a galactic superstar of Epsilon. How could you say he just seems familiar? There's no need to get carried away. The cosmos is vast, and we all come from different environments. We will all be exposed to different things in life. I am merely a regular actor, far from the level of a superstar that can illuminate the entire universe. He's so eloquent. He's so modest. Why is everything going dark? Please excuse this terrible force of habit. I simply assumed you were here for an autograph. I would not wish to seem arrogant. Please accept my apologies. You're too polite to be famous. What are you even saying? Look at this autograph. How could someone forge this? This must be the real Leslie. The young lady is right. I was suspicious at first, but when I saw this elegant signature, I was sure. I knew the eons would not be so blind to allow a rising star to come crashing down so soon. Crashing down? I see you really don't know anything about this. I happen to have a newspaper cutting from the incident. Read for yourself. Wow, you carry it on you even in a dream? I didn't realize you were that kind of a crazy fan. Don't tease me. The snippet is here. Take a look for yourself. Clippings from fans. Devastating news. Cosmic superstar Leslie Dean passes away. Breaking news from Epsilon E News. According to the reliable sources, the Galaxy-class cruiser known as the Nebula's End exploded 7 system hours after departing from the Epsilon 10 United Skyport. The cause of the incident is still unclear. The Epsilon Merchant Guild promptly dispatched a fleet for the rescue operation, but no survivors have been found so far. Leslie Dean, a rising star in the entertainment industry and hailed as the Cosmic Star, is reported to be one of the passengers on the Nebula's End. All of us from Epsilon E News express our deepest condolences from the families and the passengers and crew members who lost their lives in the explosion. Do you understand now? They said that Leslie was gone, but they were wrong. The true Leslie Dean is right here standing before our eyes. Survivors aren't common in incidences like this. Well, now that you mention it, Mr. Dean, this may be a rude question, but how did you escape the accident? I'm sorry, I can't help my curiosity. There is nothing rude about this, miss. This is not my first time being asked this in a dream. The engine of the Nebula's End cruise ship that I was aboard malfunctioned completely without warning, causing an explosion. Logically, my chances of survival were almost 0. At that moment, I did lose consciousness. It was a long time before I opened my eyes again. For a split second, I really thought I had ascended to heaven. It was until a very kind young nurse from my side informed me that I had survived a terrible accident. This was the moment that I realized that the world around me was in fact real. I was told that when the explosion occurred, there was a spaceship named the Knights of Beauty that happened to be passing by Nebula's End. Argenti. At that moment, a heroic knight boldly charged into the scene of the disaster without concern for his own safety and searched for signs of remaining life. Finally, he found me. Unfortunately, I was the only one that he found. As for the many souls that deserve to be rescued aboard Nebula's End, may they rest in peace. I'd expect no less. Even the beauty could not allow someone as perfect as Mr. Dean to just leave us that easily. That had been Argenti. Regrettably, though I survived, the accident has caused irreparable damage to my body. I am unable to continue with my acting career. What's more, my life under the stage ice has long since exhausted me both mentally and physically. So I simply requested that information be concealed from the outside world so that I may continue living a regular life. That was when someone reminded me of the existence of Pennyconey. In this dream world, I'm able to return to my life as the Leslie Dean I once was and forget the pain that this tragedy inflicted upon me. Being able to meet all you here who continue to support me as ever, my heart feels truly joyous and blessed. Leslie Dean raised his slender fingers to gently wipe a pearlescent teardrop from his eye. To your side, you hear a number of his fans, including the Intellidron, gasp in unison. The charisma and charm that he emanates with his every move are captivating. Filled with emotion, yet unaffected and unrestrained, you start to understand how the name Leslie Dean has come to resonate across the galaxy. I have a friend that would really like your autograph. Of course, what's your friend's name? Anna Belinda. Anna Belinda, delightful name. Anna Belinda, may the stars shine to light your path. Yours faithfully, Leslie Dean. There we are. I wish that you and your friend be in good spirits from this day forth, miss. You obtained the autograph of the galactic superstar Leslie Dean. You are unsure of what receiving an autograph in a dream actually means. You're still extremely excited. Tick-tock, over here, quickly. It's Clocky again. It's always Clocky. What are you up to this time, Clocky? Tick-tock, there was something off about that person. You mean Leslie? Yes, that's him. My instincts are razor sharp. Person is missing something. As soon as someone is missing something, they can no longer be called a complete person. Tick-tock. An incomplete person, how terrible. Anna Belinda, we have to think of a way to help him. Alright, well, what are we gonna give him? It's you, Miss Anna Belinda. I'm so happy that I got a chance to meet with you in the City of Dreams. Sorry, as you can see, I'm a little busy. If you're interested, perhaps we can talk properly a little later. Here comes the clockwork. The side gear. Ah, we need these to complete quests. Mr. Leslie, what's wrong? Do you feel unwell? No, things like that should happen inside a dream. My apologies, everyone. I suddenly feel... I do not know how to put it into words, but I feel terrible. I do not wish to rain on your parade, but I think I may need a little space. Are you tired? Shall we leave it here for today? We have pestered you enough already. I agree. I'm so sorry, Mr. Leslie. I hope that you feel better soon. Leslie Dean's brow scrunched up, and he began to twitch gently. Your actions seemed to have cast him into some unknown pain and sadness. Seeming to have sensed your presence, he forced himself to open his eyes. You're still here, Miss Anna Belinda. My apologies, I don't know what is happening to me. Describe how you feel to me. Let me help you. Just now, suddenly without warning, it felt like I'd been struck with a bullet that tunneled through my chest, leaving an invisible hole. When it went through my chest, my existence seemed to lose all sense of reality. I started to feel like I've never even been alive. All the memories in my mind suddenly seemed completely false. It was as if someone had forcibly implanted them inside me, like they didn't belong to me at all. How should I explain this feeling? It was like I had been cast into a corridor of paintings, all these paintings recording my past experiences. But no matter how vivid the scenery was in the picture, I still felt like a complete outsider, like an onlooker trespassing in this gallery. Perhaps all of those images that were recorded did actually happen, but I just cannot seem to connect these memories to the person that I am now. Perhaps I spent so long reveling in golden hour that the boundaries between dreams and reality are starting to blur. This is a bad sign. It may well be, but I don't know who I can ask for help. I know this may sound a little scary, Miss Anna Belinda, but I fear I may have forgotten how to wake up. That could work. How strange. Never before had I had the idea of saving myself. Reality, it's so frail and fleeting that a single breeze can scatter it like a dandelion in the wind. That was one of my lines in the movie Ancient Dreams of Distant Stars. It feels very appropriate in my current situation. Miss Anna Belinda, if you can move freely between dreams and reality, would you be able to consult with a family representative in the real world? I do not wish to spend the rest of my days submerged in a dream, giving my all to play the part of someone else's shadow. I can imagine nothing more tragic. Miss Anna Belinda, I wish to save myself. Will you help me? Nope. We have to go to reality. It's always sad to wake up from a dream. Sometimes. Unless it's a nightmare. But then it's not a dream, is it?
Busier places mean busier business.
This is a very busy place. It's Miss Allie. Welcome to the Reverie, dear guest. How may I assist you? Leslie Dean needs help. Huh? Leslie Dean? I know that name. I remember. Isn't that the name of the superstar that passed away? When you said he needs help, do you mean... You explained Leslie Dean's situation, Allie. Naturally, you excluded a few details for your own sake. Well, now it's going to go slow. This is not good. A client clearly experienced an irregularity to the point that they would describe it as forgetting how to wake up. I shall inform him I shall inform a member of the family staff. I'm sure they will handle the situation appropriately. Thank you very much for providing this information, Miss Anna Belinda. Was Allie about to say the Bloodhound family? I have a bad feeling about this. I should return to the dream and check in on Leslie. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Might as well get a drink while we're loading.
Busier places mean busier business. The gong.
Oh, and then I choke on it.
Gong rings loud.
Goodness gracious. It went down the wrong part of my throat. Ew, that was awful. Uh-oh, he's not here. Uh-oh. It's Leslie. Someone is trying to take Mr. Leslie away. These thugs came out of nowhere and came rushing down the street. They just took him away without saying a word. They ran that way. I'm begging you. You have to help him. Okay. So they went up this way. Who are you? What do you want? This is a dream. You can't take things you steal in a dream back to reality with you. Are you certain this is the anomaly? I'm certain his existence here has already violated multiple conditions in the dream agreement. Understood. Begin the removal process. But what are you doing? This is bad. I have to stop them. It always is the same models. Who's this? It does not matter. Interfering with family enforcement is a breach of the dream agreement. They must be removed along with the anomaly. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna fight people.
How many can you block? Bladed flash. Practice is over. Swords to set.
Get him! Gang ching.
Embrace virtue. Beauty is eternal. Until I see
Do it. Hit your part.
beauty.
This ends here.
Bam.
Strike the park. Forget your wallet? I'll feast your Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Blah, blah, blah. Owie.
Bladed flash.
You bet.
Embrace virtue.
Don't hurt your part anymore. We're gonna continue to hurt your part. It's fine.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice.
I won't die.
Time for swordplay. Strike the park. Turn out your pockets.
Boom.
Guiding light.
Ha ha ha.
Ends here.
21 health left. I'm in your debt, Miss Anna Belinda. If you'd not rescued me, I don't know what they would have done to me. Before you arrived, I overheard them mentioning a room number. Room 1007. Could that be the hotel room I entered in the dream from? Also, they kept saying something about a dream anomaly. What on earth could that mean? I don't know how to wake up, and I can't remember the room number I entered the dream from. Maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe they were here to wake you up? Really? I wouldn't be so certain. If that were the case, why would they have been so violent? The family would not normally treat guests in such a way. I must confess to you, Miss Anna Belinda, I'm very scared. I am scared that I will be faced with a terrifying reality when I awaken. I am also afraid to lose the consciousness that I have now. At least now I can see, hear, and sense the world around me. Who knows what kind of changes my body has undergone in reality? Even if I know this is a dream, so what? This dream world is realistic enough for many people to become immersed and feel alive, is it not? Are you not curious about what's happening in reality? Leslie falls silent for a moment. He lowers his head slightly as his slender eyebrows droop. His eyes that radiate warmth and greatness become hidden from sight as his handsome face becomes half devoured by the blue shadows. It would be a lie to say I was not concerned with my real self in the slightest. I still remember the last time I met you in the dream, Miss Anna Belinda. I said I wanted to save myself. However, after you left, I calmed down and began to think in greater depth. I began to question whether or not this fantasy of mine really needed to be shattered. I have everything that I could need here. Everything I lost in the real world has been giving to me what's more in this dream. Dreams and reality, truth and falsehoods. Must we separate them so clearly? I'm willing to believe that the person you see before you is my true form. I don't wish to believe in that reality. I'm nothing but a deformed body covered in scars. It's your life, your decision. Thank you. You really are a dear friend. Leslie raises his head. Inside his lax gaze, you catch a glimpse of determination. Room 1007. Perhaps you could find time to take a look at what happened in there? If you happen to learn of the truth, I shall leave it up to you whether to share it with me or not. Right now, I find myself racked with incessant anxiety. I cannot bring myself to calm down and carefully consider my future. You are my savior, so I trust your judgment. For now, I should find a discreet corner and lay low. I don't want to find myself in trouble again. Alright, we're gonna investigate his room. Maybe there'll be another treasure chest in his room.
Busier places mean busier business.
One peach soul glad?
Why isn't there a sugar-free soul?
I think there's so many people hanging out in, like, the reality, though. You found it, room 1007, the room that Leslie Dean mentioned. It is possible that the truth behind the cosmic star lies behind this door. Perhaps he's falling into a deep sleep from which he cannot wake. Knock, knock. Obviously, no answer. You sense that something is not right. If something were to happen to a great man like Leslie Dean, the family would not likely just ignore it. Considering the way the family treated Leslie Dean inside the dream, getting them involved may not be a good idea. That's if they haven't already taken action. You try turning the door handle with only a paltry amount of hope in your heart. Well, of course it's gonna open. How else are we gonna figure this out? The door is unlocked, but there's no guests to be found sleeping inside. Let's go in and investigate. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff overturned, isn't there? And there's a movie playing on the television. Quick cuts and dazzling special effects quickly overwhelm your senses. After a series of shocking scenes featuring exploding warships, a close-up of Leslie Dean's handsome face takes the screen. It seems that he's playing a warship pilot, likely a heroic figure that played a critical role in the long, drawn-out interstellar energy war, someone whose name people will remember well. You see his name in the subtitles, Captain Cromwell. In this tense showdown, he seems to be engaged in a war of wars with the sly IPC elite. This has nothing to do with the price IPC has offered. The Sixth Fleet's position on this matter cannot be changed by price, for it goes against our values. I understand that you value your contracts and your honor, but I implore you to think carefully about this. Are you sure that the people on your ship share your firm beliefs, Captain? You have no family, no children, no one to be concerned for. So you battle for your beliefs. You can even take them to your grave. But what about them? Do they feel the same? You imagine yourself a martyr and a hero, but do not forget, when it comes down to it, you are no more than just a group of mercenaries, warmongers that settle matters for credits. Do not think the afterlife has a place for you, Captain. I have never believed in life after death, Mr. Thompson, nor do I think what you believe in these ideas that you spout. You do not understand me, let alone the men by my side. There's only one thing that you should have understood by now. The reason that I am the person sitting here in discussion with you is not because I'm the so-called captain, but because I am the only person that can withstand your obsession with money. Honestly, it's taking all of my strength not to spit in your face. I will give you 5 minutes to take your paper scraps and get lost back to your ship. Tell the IPC directors the Sixth Fleet shall visit Pier Point one day. There's a stack of pictures of Leslie Dean on the hotel room floor, and some of them have his personal autograph on them. I bet this is a fan. Would someone really carry this many pictures on their person? Can't help but ask yourself. Maybe this cosmic star is just self-obsessed? Ha! Another treasure. There's an envelope lying on the bottom of the dream device with no signature or markings on it. You slide your fingers inside the already torn envelope and pull out a yellow-tinged letter. The letter is covered in dense, scribbled writing. It took a while for the Synthesia beacon to be able to translate it. Leslie Dean's Rebirth Project. To the loyal fans of Leslie Dean, thank you for accepting our invitation. Now I'll explain all the details and steps the Leslie Dean's Rebirth Project entails. Step 1. We'll raise money through crowdfunding to purchase Leslie Dean's memory storage from the Epsilon Merchant Guild. Step 2. We'll conduct a thorough study of Leslie Dean's memory storage to ensure every participant has an in-depth understanding of Leslie Dean's personality, character, and life. Step 3. We'll visit Penacony and create a Synthesia dreamscape with the dream technology there. By drawing from Leslie Dean's memory storage and our impression of him, we will reconstruct the body, mind, and spirit of the cosmic star in the dreamscape. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all the witness of Leslie Dean's short-lived yet scintillating career. His sudden demise has left us all devastated. If you feel indignant about his fate, join the Leslie Dean's Rebirth Project. We will have the opportunity to make up for the regrets and bring Leslie Dean back to his brilliant life. Dang, so a bunch of fans brought him back to life. There's a lot of information here. Let's summarize the main points. The person who lives here is not Leslie Dean. The real Leslie Dean died long ago. However, his memories have been served as memoria. A group of Leslie's fans found a way to pool their funds and purchase his memories, taking him with them into Penacony. Then they entered the dream as a group and connected their individual consciousness networks to recreate the image of Leslie Dean through the Synthesia dreamscape. The Leslie that I met in the dream, though infused with the memories of that cosmic star, was nothing more than just a fabricated fantasy. So the owner of this room must be... Who is in that room? I bet it's the Pepeshi. Oh, no. Somebody else. Panicked cleaning lady. Who are you? The gentleman living in this room should have been... Ahem. Should have already checked out of this room. Did I forget to lock it after I finished cleaning? Where did the guest in this room go? The gentleman has already left Penacony. Okay, I beg that you please do not tell anyone about this. Or else I know that the family will deem me negligent of my duties and forbid me from ever dreaming again. I heard that this client was forced to leave as he's behind on his room fees. He had been in Penacony for a very long time, but he didn't look like a rich man to me. Many people are willing to pay any price to experience the dreamscape. They go as far as to spend every penny to their name just to be in Penacony. Honestly, this is not my first time seeing a client like this, and I have not been here overly long. I have told you everything I can. If you don't mind, could you please leave this place? I need to hurry up and tidy this room. There are other guests that wish to move in. The client in this room was forced to leave, having exhausted all of their savings. With the letter I read before, I could assume that they were one of the fans that assisted in reconstructing the image of Leslie Dean inside the dream. I wonder if this will affect Leslie in any way. I should return to the dream and check on him. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Poor Leslie Dean guy. Got reconstructed, and he's just memories. There is no body for him to return to.
Your business.
The bottle of red wine lies on the floor, its body full of cracks. Most of the liquid has flowed out, staining the cracks between the tiles and outlining the scene of a tragic accident. No one knows or cares what happened here. The bottle of red wine aspired to escape a life of mediocrity. Poor that girl made substantial efforts and probably even resorted to dirty tricks. Yet none of those matters now. If it could live its life over again, would it have made the same choices? Would it accept its mediocrity and resign to being a bottle of red wine enjoyed by a modest family? That's an answer you'll never find out. Snap. Poor bottle of wine. Ate it. Whacking stuff. Broken dreams. Alright, where are you at? Oh, there he is. You've returned, Anna Melinda. I was hoping that I could muster more of a friendly attitude, but I don't know why. I've been feeling dazed and nauseous since what happened before. Just cannot seem to muster any energy. I hope you can understand. The fact that you've come back to see me, does this mean that you have come to some understanding of my situation and reality? Please, tell me the truth, Miss Anna Belinda. I think I'm ready to accept it, no matter how hard reality it is to accept. Tell Leslie the truth. He's just a fantasy created by a group of crazed fans, and the true cosmic star has long since passed. Poor guy. It's gonna be rough, even if you're like a fictitious entity. You mean I don't actually exist? Leslie's once glistening eyes suddenly lose their brilliance as his face fades from the color of golden wheat to pale and pure white. Veins on either side of his graceful neck begin to protrude as his pulse becomes visible to the naked eye. He suddenly realized that this moment of despair weighs on him as heavy as a century of suffering. But his downtrodden demeanor does not last long. Just as the last glint of light is about to fade from his eyes, a new flame kindles in the pupils. Thank you, Miss Anna Belinda. The truth was extremely important to me. I understand now why those memories were supposed to belong to me felt so distant and strange. I finally understand. I am the Leslie Dean and exist outside other people's ideals, yet I'm far from being the man himself. The reason for my existence is to take his place, but I could never become him. Many people are still paying a price to maintain the existence of this body of mine. They are paying with their finances, their time, their lives, and even their selves. However, Miss Anna Belinda, I wish to know, do you think that treasuring the memories of someone who has already passed is worth such a lofty price to the living? That is up for them to decide. You are correct. This is their own decision, but I do not wish to sit idly by. It was not my personal will that I would appear in this place. Though I could not decide when I came, I would like to make my own decision on when I go. Anna Belinda, would you help me once more? I wish to summon the people that created me. No matter how sweet the dream, delving in too deep will only lead to suffocation. I should help them face the realities. Oh boy, we're jumping in. We're entering the emo-scape. Alright.
Remember, Yang Qing. Think before you act.
Yeah, Yang Cheng. Think before you act there, buddy. We'll finish up this quest, and then we'll see if we can do some pulls, maybe. 'Cause I would like to one day have Himiko. This is my... No, that's not right. This is a world constructed by Leslie's followers. This is where they created me. The so-called Synesthesia Dreamscape. There we go. I've been skipping that word. Like, for some reason, I've been skipping the middle part there. Being in this place, I feel like I'm looking into a mirror. However, what this mirror reflects is my internal organs. It allows me to see my own soul close up. But if I look closely, all you can see is a void. A true soul cannot simply be created from thin air. My apologies. I'm complaining without reason. It is time for us to go and liberate those souls that truly do exist. Knock, knock, bitch, I'm coming in. Robert, what stands before you is a simple hotel room door. However, you have a strong feeling that what lies behind this door is far from a simple room. Robert, that is the name of the master of this space? Let's go inside, Miss Anna Belinda. I am prepared to face my creator. Dun, dun, dun! Ooh, this is a fancy space. Oh, it's Pesci's. Look at him. Great news, Robert. Green-eared Josie got a hold of a source for ancient dreams of distant stars. For real? Where'd he get that? Is it high def? It's 16K res. At least that's what he said. Well, do you want to rent it? I don't have any money at all. My mom cut off my allowance ever since she caught me secretly renting tapes last time. What? What's wrong with liking movies? Plus, this is Leslie Dean's debut work. Your mother has no taste at all. Don't worry, I'll cover it this time. Come to my place after school next time. We can watch it together. Thank you, Harry. Robert, I feel like our senses were linked for a moment then. His home planet is an impoverished land that has been under IPC sanctions ever since the Interstellar Energy War. The only way that they are able to watch movies is by renting tapes from smugglers at a high price. Harry is Robert's best friend, and he's likely an older brother to him. I can sense that Robert relies on him greatly. Let's keep watching, Miss Anna Belinda. Oh, they're old men. They're not Pesci. You need to accept reality, Rob. Harry is not here anymore. We still have so many films we haven't watched together. Purple Rain. Harry's favorite movie is Purple Rain. We promised one day we'd meet the real Leslie Dean and get an autograph from him. Wake up, Rob. We live in a world without hope. These concepts of interstellar travel and cosmic star have nothing to do with us. I'm trying to keep you from those things because... No, I don't want to hear it. I want to leave this place. I want all of this to be gone. You don't understand what makes something beautiful. None of you understand. Only he does. Harry. Harry, so optimistic, ever strong, but also ill-fated. To have his life cut short by an accident at his age. Having lost his best friend, Robert was on the verge of collapse. He felt anger and rage towards everything around him. Just injustice and despair. So he began to search for a way to escape. In doing so, he found me. Let's keep watching, Miss Anna Belinda. Oh, I guess we're not going to watch. We're going to look at something. Oh, it's a picture of two people together. Robert and Leslie Dean. Leslie's face is adorned with the expression you would expect from a huge star. Bright, confident, and just the right amount of pride. Standing next to him, Robert appears dry and plain. He is by no means unattractive. It's just that standing next to the great Leslie Dean in his prime, he seems unremarkable in comparison. Hello, Watchful One! Thank you for the raid! How was your stream? Hello, everybody. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Anna Belinda, Birdie Streamer. It's nice to meet you. What did you play, Watchful One? Robert's mouth is slightly upturned at the corners as if he's trying the hardest to give a satisfactory smile to the person behind the camera. His empty eyes betray him. He is drowning. Robert was able to leave his hometown, albeit using methods he would not easily share with others. He began a journey of losing himself, trying to find the Leslie Dean that exists in his ideals. What he never realized was, though he might have been fighting back all this time, he was really just running away. Running away? Running away from the shadow that kept him trapped. Running away from the truth that his best friend had died. He had thought he only found me and fulfilled their dream when the dark shadow of their past would disappear. He locked himself in the world of only Leslie Dean. He could not bring himself to face the true source of his suffering. However, when this bubble that gave him a place to hide suddenly burst, he no longer knew where to go. So that's why he went into this undertaking, giving up on himself to maintain a false ideal. How was your stream? What did you play? How are you doing? What do you think we should do? We have to make Robert remember. We have to make him remember the light he had once in his life. In this story, I am no more than a scapegoat. We have to allow Harry to become Robert's star once more. Please help him, Anna Belinda. Let's see. Use the function below to take a picture with the camera. It's probably not going to matter what picture I take. It's going to look the same. Now we can bring it over to... Wait. It's over here. Oh. TV. Turn off the TV. There's a clip of Leslie Dean being interviewed by a famous talk show host playing on the television. You cannot hear their conversation clearly, but you can see two people with beaming smiles. Their dancing eyebrows and upturned smiles are proof that their joy is not manufactured in any way. The moment you press the switch on the television, Leslie Dean's soothing voice comes to a sudden stop and echoes in the void around you, before disappearing entirely. The silence that now covers the spiritual space suddenly feels like a deafening clamor. Feel a little lonely on Robert's behalf, but for the sake of his life, he must bear and process this loneliness by himself. I'm going to change the photo. Gently, you remove the picture of Robert and Leslie from the table and replace it with that of two young childhood friends. You are aware that no matter how much noise you make in this space, it is unlikely to have any real effect on Robert. But you still wish to complete this operation gently and carefully. That should be enough, right? Even if the beginning of this process is painful, I hope that he can recall his childhood friend and remember who is truly important to him. As for whether to move forward or continue to wallow, we cannot make that decision for him, but at least we've given him an opportunity to truly face what he feels inside. I hope that he can reclaim his life. There may be a way for us to test the results. The greater the effect of our results, the weaker the foundation of this body should become. When the time comes, I should be able to feel the effects of our actions have brought. Let's go, Mrs. Anna Belinda. There are others awaiting us. We leaving the dreamscape. Out we go. Now we have to find Jillian. Oh my god. We know Jillian. Maybe, if it's the same Jillian. Jillian, that must be this fan's name? Let's go, Miss Anna Belinda. Let's see what's happened to her. I bet it's a different Jillian. Yeah, it's a different Jillian. It seems that I have already dominated her entire world. All those standing here are imaginings of Leslie Dean. That's sad. You're right, it's pitiful and loathsome. I can remember certain moments. They were truly uncomfortable. I remember crazed fans hiding on unexpected street corners, spying, taking secret pictures, and sending messages that would chill you to the bone. This is the burden that stars and public figures must bear, though a lot of people think that these byproducts are nothing in comparison to the fame and wealth that they enjoy. It seems that Miss Jillian was also one of these crazed fans once, fanatical to the point that she still continues to maintain this version of me, even after I am gone. I wonder if she's even realized that this sick love has begun to destroy her life. Let us awaken her, Miss Anna Belinda. We're going through, ruining people's dreams, wrecking them. Oh yeah, okay. I would give anything for money, like my life, my ideals. Such heavy emotions. What do you expect as a response to this, Miss Jillian? A person can abandon everything for their idol, including the very cornerstone of human life, dignity. If I'm frank, someone like this, they only fill me with fear. No one should live a life like this. You should work to try and reclaim the things in life that are truly yours, Miss Jillian. I would give anything for him. My money, my life, my... Poof. This is love. Oh my god. I love him deeply. I love him. I love him so much. I'm sorry, Miss Jillian, but this is not love. People who do not love themselves always misinterpret the meaning of the word love. Love is something that everyone must sense within themselves. But you gave up on yourself long ago. You chose obsession instead. I love him deeply. I love him. He's mine. He's mine. Mine. What's wrong, Leslie? I think we found the source, Miss Anna Belinda. I can sense it, a powerful desire that came pouring from the base of her heart. It's powerful, a terrifying desire for possession. The roots of this desire have grown too deep. I will not be able to handle this alone. Miss Anna Belinda, will you take action? The negative memes affecting Miss Jillian have grown so powerful that we will only be able to dispel them with an even greater power. I just have to defeat it, right? I think so. Sometimes violence is the only way to combat something that does not respond to logic. Let's go! Let's beat it up. Careful, it's extremely aggressive. He's mine forever! Oh my goodness.
Time for swordplay. Practice is over. Swords
It's the end for you!
don't throw the game.
Boom.
Here is thunder.
Thunder, thunder, thunder! Nice.
Hope you're prepared.
Almost done. Nice. And over. I hope we've done enough. When it comes to Miss Jillian, perhaps this was the only method to open her eyes. I am sure that many people have attempted to lecture her in the past. I imagine she's long since become numb to reason. Gah! Inside the spiritual space, Leslie suddenly falls backward. He staggers and stumbles a couple of steps before forcing himself back to his feet. Obviously it works! It's working, you guys! It's working! Are you okay? I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. I can feel it. The foundations that compose this body are gradually collapsing. I think this means that our work has not been in vain. Let us continue to the next location, Miss Anna Belinda. I imagine someone else is waiting for us. Oh, hey, look. That's Jillian. Jillian looks toward you, her face awash with loss and bewilderment, but she nodded slightly thereafter as a gesture of gratitude towards you. From this moment on, her life has begun anew. Oh, I didn't see that other guy. Maybe I just didn't talk to him. Flora. I wonder what kind of life this woman has lived. Let's go, Anna Belinda. Wait, Flora. Do you know her? They may just be someone with the same name, surely. Sorry, this name just seemed to rouse my memories. Let's go, Miss Anna Belinda. We must be quick. I don't know how much longer this body can hold on. I bet it was someone he knew. Flora, it's really her. Who is she? She's my former assistant. But why would she? I never thought that she would have such a strong obsession. There must be more than meets the eye here. Let's get closer and take a look, Miss Anna Belinda. Oh, I guess we're following her? Yep, there we go. Mr. Dean, come, let me introduce you. This is Flora, our company's most promising young worker. From today forth, she'll be your personal assistant. Mr. Dean, hello. I look forward to learning from you in the future. His eyes are even more mesmerizing in person. Oh, she's in love with him. It's a pleasure, Miss Flora. You really are a charming young lady. I'm sure we will work wonderfully together. Mr. Dean, I will have Flora accompany you for tomorrow's shoot so she can get used to the working environment. You don't mind, do you? I will work my hardest. I will not let you down. Stay cool, Flora. You must remain professional. Oh, she went up the stairs. Mr. Leslie, are you hungry? Would you like something to eat? Leslie seems exhausted. Mr. Leslie? I'm not hungry. But you haven't eaten anything all day. Perhaps this is a bad time. I told you I'm not hungry. Can you not hear? The shoot was scheduled for 10 a.m. tomorrow. I will contact the crew and have them push it back. But today is your birthday. Please make sure you get some rest this evening, Mr. Dean. Good night. Poor Miss Flora. What's wrong, Flora? Why are you crying? She's sobbing. Don't keep this bottled up. You can tell me anything. I'm his assistant. I mustn't complain. I'm fine. Honestly fine. Lately, you've been looking sad. Did something happen at work? I'm honestly fine, Lisa. Don't worry about me. Didn't you mention a cake store that you liked before? How about we go and check it out this afternoon? Uh-oh. There it is. Oh god, she's running off again. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Give us a smile. Where's that bubbly, happy Flora we know and love gone? I've told you everything I needed to. Now, at this crucial juncture, I'm not even sure what to say. Ah, I see. Flora, you know, don't you? After this tour, I'll be switching agencies. Of course I do, Mr. Dean. But at least for today, I'm still your assistant. I was wondering, would it be possible... Mr. Dean? Forget it. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Every adventure must come to an end someday. Take care of yourself, Flora. Dang, I think he wanted you. I love you, you idiot. Thank you. Take care of yourself, too. Maybe meet again, Mr. Dean. Snap. I think they had feelings for each other. People's emotions are complicated. That they are, Miss Anna Belinda. In life, is there anything more painful than missing a chance? This is all my fault. I was slow, unreasonable, obnoxious. Thankfully, it seems fate has gifted me a second chance. Though my body was no longer remains, I still had the opportunity to change something in this way. I wish to speak with Flora, Miss Anna Belinda. I will not miss out again this time. She must not waste her life on a memory. These wounds that were once caused by Leslie Dean, I will now sew shut for them myself. Flora, Mr. Dean? Why are you still here? Your flight is about to take off. If you don't hurry... Relax, they will not leave without me. Have you forgotten who I am? Causing trouble again, I see. Ha ha ha, don't fret about such small things. More importantly, do you have something that you want to say to me? Mr. Dean, please don't make jokes like this. The flight is about to take off and everyone is waiting for you. If you keep acting like this... No, Flora, I will not go. Tonight I will bid farewell to a woman. This woman has played an irreplaceable role in my life, even if she does not know it. Kind, meticulous, patient. She has more good qualities than I could ever list. With her by my side, my life could not have been smoother. She took on the weight of my responsibilities so that I can continue to focus on my own career. I took everything that she did for me for granted. Only after all this time did I realize how childish and idiotic I was. I hope that she can forgive me for this. But there is something more important than all this. If I had not turned back, if I had never had this conversation, her life would fall into the depths and I would personally have caused her unhappiness. I would never forgive the version of myself that would do this. So, Flora, I will not leave until you unravel the knot that is consuming you from within. Leslie, you idiot. You really are. I always loved... No, that's not right. I will always love you. Miss Anna Belinda, I have realized something. May I share it with you? I'm listening. There was a moment just now. I suddenly felt like all the problems that had been bothering me before were no longer important. Was it Flora that helped you realize this? I think so. Who am I? This question has been following me since the moment I first took this form. When I was reading Flora's memories, I felt like I was inside a painting for the first time. Her words and emotions truly shook my heart. At that moment, I finally believed. I no longer needed to doubt my own existence. I am an extension of the life of Leslie Dean. I am composed of Leslie Dean's memories along with these people's ideas and impressions of him. I have started to feel that these two things are enough to form a person, to make me, me. I no longer need this hollow body to prove my existence. Thank you, Miss Anna Belinda. Without your help, I would never be able to do any of this alone. Let us leave this place. I'm feeling tired. Congrats on fixing the emo dial. Now we leave. Floating in the ocean.
Your business.
Welcome back, Miss Anna Belinda. Leslie's voice is growing weaker, his skin and clothing slowly growing as transparent as light muslin. The cityscape of Pennykenny reflected on his body, half illusion, half true. No blood or bones could be seen under his skin, only candles and starlight. My body feels so light, so powerless. My mind, I feel it growing thin. My senses are becoming dull. You are disappearing. But I don't know why I feel at ease. I never felt this peace of mind inside the dream world like this. I feel like I can see myself. The Leslie Dean inside my body. It's as if he's smiling at me and saying, well done. It is strange to say, I was so scared before losing myself, that ever since you told me the truth, I've gained the courage to let go. After experiencing all of this with you, I feel even more determined. I know that I have done the right thing. Miss Anna Belinda, may I ask you a final question? Ask away. In the future, after I disappear, how do you think people will remember the name Leslie Dean? He is the star that will never die. Leslie Dean, cosmic star. Indeed, Leslie Dean was born for the silver screen. The star once shined bright in the sky. Even if it was just a fleeting moment, there are those who would remember his brilliance forever. I should be grateful to those people who used the dreamscape to recreate me. They gave their passion and their lives to create me, so it was my duty to repay them and help them move on. Oh, excuse me. They created an opportunity for me and allowed me to give Leslie Dean's story a greater ending. After experiencing all of this with you, I feel true like I truly lived. Even if I am wrong, this is something that I will treasure above all. We may never meet again, Miss Anna Belinda, but I pray that the gentle universe blesses your every breath, my friend. My favorite movie is The Mint-Colored Galaxy. If you get an opportunity, I hope you will watch it together with the one you love. And that's it. Ta-da! We got a new sticker, though. Let's see. Oh, I got a new note sticker. I guess I can't make this smaller, can I? Well, I've started, like, doing all that. Alright, let's see what kind of achievements we got. The memories we shared. Witness the story of a fleeting cosmic superstar. Witness the struggling life of a scientist. The Side of Paradise. Activate space anchors 15 times in Penacony. Open 120... Open treasures 120 times in Penacony. Complete the mission Slaughterhouse and uncover the truth within the Hotel the Dreamscape. I'm a grown up. Arrive at the Dream Jolt Hostelry for the first time. All the sad young men enter the special hotel room in the Reverie reality for the first time. Collect 15 readable stories in Penacony. I called it stories. Sad items. Alright, let's see. We can do a warp. I think I've got a few to warp with. I got one. We'll buy some stuff. Alright, we're gonna buy 10. We have enough next time for 10. Alright, we're gonna do a pull. Pull 10. See what we got. Oh, we got a 5-star! Holy shit, it's a 5-star. Somewhere in here is a 5-star. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a stupid light cone? Yeah, no, pull. That's the only pull I'm gonna get. It's Arlan. Light cone. Light cone. Light cone. It's gonna take me a long time to get another 50-50 pull. It's Himiko! Finally! Damn. It's Himiko. Yeah, Himiko. I got her. Woo! Yeah, Himiko. Himiko on the team. And a lot. Jeez, like I got a lot here. Alright, let me clip that real... Mr. Brogeth, can you go back and clip it real quick? Let's see. Oh yeah, I got enough to do 2 more pulls here. Alright, so we'll do 2. Obviously, I'm not getting a 5-star. Hopefully it means I can still get Acheron. I don't believe I will. But maybe. Maybe we'll have to see, I guess. All my pity pools are gone again, though. Wait a minute, I bought another one. Wait a minute. Oops! I accidentally automatically bought that one. Well, it's fine. We'll save that one then. I had 1 pull left. Let's take a look at Himiko. Yeah, Himiko. Woo! We can level her up to level 20. Let's go. We can at least get her some levels here.
Marvelous sights to be seen. I couldn't possibly consider stopping here.
Let's go, Himiko. Let's go. Oh, dang. I got up to level 40. Ah, yeah. Cool.
Marvelous sights to be seen.
Apparently, I had, like, a lot of stuff.
Stopping here.
Dino is here. Hello, Indoraptor. Hey, I got 1 more pull now. No, wait. I got 2 more pulls now. We're gonna do 2 more pulls. Let's see. What can we equip her with? There's a lot here. Ooh. This one's also got a lot here. So. Let's see if we can superimpose. Oops. I'll keep 1. Just in case. Maybe go. Oh yeah, I don't have any. Ah! Well, I need to use it for sparkle anyway. Thank you, Mr. Bogath. Oh man, I'm gonna need one of those then, I guess. Ooh, with the debuff. That's pretty nice. So she's got the fire stuff, yeah. What's this one? I'll probably have to change that. I thought there was another one. I'll just check it later. It's fine. And I got Arlen. Goodness, I pulled Arlen a lot. Alright, let's inventory. Light cones. We're gonna salvage all of our light cones. Let's just dump them in the sparkle here. Hello, Sparkle. Alright. Got one more level to go. Yay! We got Miss Himiko, though. Woo! Look at that. Miss Himiko. Wow, I even have enough for Chase's for. Sure is nice.
Discovery is truly boundless.
We know that talent's where it's at. Oh, I need to get her ascended one more time for that one. Yeah, but I finally got Himiko. Woo! Alright, we're gonna pull 2 more times. Might as well. Work up that pity, I think. Work it up. Because, you know, now I need to work it back up so I could get Acheron, or at least Adventure on. I'm not sure which one I want, though. It's a hard choice. Okay, we got one more. All right. Well, I'm going to hop out for the night. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. I'll be back Saturday for Baldur's Gate 3 at 7 p.m. EST. And next week, there's going to be an update. Are you ready? I don't know why I keep clicking on this. I got Blade and one pull with the Lion one. Oh, you mean Jing Yuan? Yeah, I like Jing Yuan. And I got Little Dragon Girl too. Oh yeah, bye Liam. Alright, so I'm going to see you guys on Saturday. All in one pull. Nice. That's pretty lucky. I'm going to see you guys on Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday with Art of Belinda Sunday. And Sunday, I should have my new schedule out. I have to see my schedule for next week for work. I kind of have it already figured out, but, you know, there might be, like, some stuff that gets moved around. But anyway, good night. I'll see you all later.